pain's sick as Steve, but you can cure our disease. Call the doctor, call an ambulance, but it's not with me. Where the sick goes, we're despicable, and that's why we scream. Yes, yes. Monday night bash, Gordon was back. Yugi Moto yelling out, Joey to trap. Dropping every dime, sends money line. Totally be hanging with the unanswered fine. God damn, look at daddy, he dazzled with the deflection. Freddy looking over his shoulder like he needs witness protection. Matthew's sweating by the tissues thanks to his new daddy issues. Forget the fashion robots like some heavy getting issues. All glass and gloves, call them laser discs. Touch the risen from the slot, call them shots Netflix. Madison, take the tape, VHS box set. Stuck out 2 shades B-sides and I cuss at death. Leaps them, looking wilder than an IMAX screen. Send staff on a budget made for TV. Ship my thinking moving riding on that DVD. DJ Diamond on the bench, burning big CDs. Space is sick as Steve, but you can cure our disease. Call the doctor, call an ambulance, but it's not with me. Where the sick goes, we're despicable, and that's why we scream. Yes, yes. Space is sick as Steve, but you can cure our disease. Call the doctor, call an ambulance, but it's not with me. Where the sick goes, we're despicable, and that's why we scream. Yes, yes. Leaves loose, let me hear ya, ha ha ha. Habs loose, let me hear ya, ha ha ha. Soup crew, let me hear ya, ha ha ha. Chili stew, let me hear ya, ha ha ha. Spartacat, let me hear ya, ha ha ha. Martin Havlat, let me hear ya, ha ha ha. Mark Mathot, let me hear ya, ha ha ha. If it ain't sicko talk, it's just blah blah blah. DJ, take your head and shake it. We can finish in the basement, dress the kids and keep them playing. That's all that's in Twitter saying. We just want us to suck goals, skating punch from coast to coast. If we wanna watch it dub, we'll subscribe to Crunchyroll. Oh, let's just make one thing clear. Winning must begin next year. Cause then we'll be standing here, sporting our Senseico gear. Living through your window panes, tackling for every game. Go, Sens, go. This is space is sick as team, but you can cure our disease. Call the doctor, call an ambulance, but it's not for me. Where the sick goes, we're despicable, and that's why we scream. Yes, yes. This is space is sick as team, but you can cure our disease. Call the doctor, call an ambulance, but it's not for me. Where the sick goes, we're despicable, and that's why we scream. Yes, yes.
Yes, sir. What's going on, everyone? And welcome to another Zucker TV watch along here on the channel I just named. If you just heard that song for the first time today, you might be one of the few that's heard it. I don't know. There might be probably a lot of people, but if you're not on Twitter, that was a song that came from James Mellish today on Twitter. It's the Sens Sicko theme song. For those who don't know the Sens Sickos, it's mostly just people on Twitter making memes about a new Sens army, basically. And it's kind of like, you remember back in 2013, 14 maybe, I don't know which year, but it was 2013. It was the year when we were called the Pesky Sens. Right? It's another way of naming the Senators team. This year, Sens Twitter is calling these guys the Sens Sickos. So James Mellish, you gotta give him a follow, or just go to his page on Twitter. You gotta look at that anthem, because it is one hell of an anthem. Perfect. It basically sums up everything that happened last week. Leafs lose, Habs lose, ha ha ha. If you don't get the meme, you don't get the meme at all. But anyways, I just wanted to open up with that. It was a nice little dance break. My upper body's gassed now. I'm sweating from doing that. But yes, so I'd like to give him one more credit. James Mellish. Go watch it yourselves, because it is just the lyrics are just fantastic. I don't even know how that came out. I'm gonna have to watch that back in just a second, because that came out of my mic. I was sat here for 15 minutes before the stream started, figuring out if I could possibly play that over, just on the computer, so it sounds clear to you. But who knows? So I'm gonna give that a listen in just a second while I actually close down the whole Twitter page. I'm gonna listen to it right now. So. We are going to get to lineups and all those news in just a second. I just want to make sure that came out well, or else I was just dancing to basically nothing. Which would not have been all that great, so hang on here. Hey, that doesn't sound that bad. All right, so we're good. People are going to come in here, and they're going to be like, what happened at the start? I'm going to write that down. Suggest the start. I'll write that down. I have a few things written down that I did before the stream as well. So we should be good to go there. All right, so I haven't even said anything yet about the game. Tonight, the Ottawa Senators are playing the Calgary Flames. This is their first meeting of the year, I believe. Yeah, because Ottawa never played Calgary when they went out west. I don't think. No, am I wrong? No, this is our first meeting with Calgary. It's the first meeting against the Kachuk brothers. Matthew does have the edge, three wins to 1 loss. Although both brothers are tied with 3 points. In their head-to-head matchup. So, which brother is going to have? Obviously, you could go with Matthew right now, saying he's better because he's the better record. But they both have the same amount of points. So, who's going to lead in their points by the end of the year? Considering how many times we play Calgary, right? 9 or 10 times. So, we have that tonight. I'm still thinking about the song. Sensickos. I gotta retweet that out because the Sensickos anthem is something else. But hang on here. I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna retweet it. That's one thing I don't really talk about is my Twitter. If you want to follow me at Adam Zuccala, at _Adam Zuccala. Yeah. If you want to follow me there, you can. Honestly, I tweet somewhat about. I honestly like. I tweeted a bit about the second Montreal game, like for the up to the third period, and I just kind of stopped because I was watching the game, but I just completely forgot to talk about it. But so yeah, I gotta find that now. Hang on. Oh, I don't want to retweet it, but I want to undo retweet, but I'm gonna quote retweet. I don't know what to retweet this as. Oh my god, what do I retweet this as? Well, obviously I'm retweeting it, but I want to say something else like... So there it is. I tweeted that. Once again, if you guys want to hit up my Twitter, at Adam _Zuccala. For those who are coming in now, waiting for the game, I suggest you go to the start of the of this live stream because I do a dance to the Sensico anthem that just came out today. Yeah, just go there, watch it, and there it is. All right, let's get into lineups and stats and all that. So. The lineup for tonight, I had it here and I lost it. I'm such an idiot. Hang on. Idiot. Adam, what are you doing? Oh my god, there's an egg roll there. Oh, Golden Palace egg roll. I missed them. I missed my Golden Palace egg rolls. All right, so the lineups tonight. These are from the warm-ups. It's going to be Josh Norris centering Brady Tkachuk and Connor Brown. Colin White, Nick Paul, and Dadonov. That line has still not been broken up. Artem Anisimov with Zuccala and Batherson. And Chris Tierney with Michael Pekka. It's not Michael Pekka. It's Matthew Pekka, I think. And Austin Watson. On the defensive side, it's Shabbat and Zaitsev. Riley and Zub. And Branstrom and Branson. No changes in the defensive end there. Murray should start tonight. That's what they're saying. And Joey Dakar will be the backup for tonight. Once again, with Hoberg being out with injury, right? So we're all good there. Yeah, so those are basically mostly the lines that we've had for the past couple of games. I've been really enjoying the Connor Brown, Norris, Tkachuk line. I felt like the Colin White, Dadonov, Paul line hasn't been all that. They weren't all that good. The guy, James Mellish, liked my tweet. I kid you not. I'm not joking. The guy who made the song just liked my tweet. The guy, he liked my tweet. I'm stunned. The guy who made the Sensicos anthem, just like my tweet about the song. Also, go watch my dance at the start of the stream. I'm not making this up. He liked my tweet. I'm stunned right now. I want to get to the pregame stuff, but this is fantastic. There it is. Again, for those who want to go to the start of the stream, you guys can go watch my Dance of the Sensicos album if you've not heard it yet. Darnell, what's going on? It's late for you, I know that. It's gotta be late for you, mate. But welcome to the stream once again. This is hockey. It's not football, but it's hockey. So welcome. Can't beat this. Jesus. I can't believe it. The guy who made the Sensicos anthem liked my tweet about the song. I can't believe that. Oh my god. Okay, hang on. Let's get to pregame stuff. So obviously the lines for Ottawa are mostly staying the same. So Calgary coming into tonight's game 9-2-2 in their record. They are coming off a overtime loss to Toronto 2-1 last night, with William Nylander scoring both goals for Toronto, and Toronto scoring with about under a minute left in the third period. Then William Nylander scoring 2 minutes in. So Calgary's coming in here with a bit of, they want some revenge. Even though it's not Toronto, it's Ottawa, but they want some revenge. But they are coming off of a tough last week, if I could say. Last Wednesday against Vancouver, 5-1 loss. Edmonton on Friday, 2-1. Then on the Saturday, 7-1 to Vancouver. Not good at all. Edmonton. So they came off of a 3-game losing streak. They beat Toronto 3-0, but then last night they lost in overtime to Toronto. But they are coming into a 4-game set with Ottawa starting right now, starting tonight. But five out of their next 6 games are against the Sens. Like I mentioned, Thursday, Saturday, Monday, and then they play on Thursday. So they play 3 games in Ottawa, back to back to back. They head out to Calgary, play 1 against Ottawa. Then they play the Oilers on the Saturday the 6th, and then they're back playing Ottawa again on the Sunday. So 5 games against Ottawa within 6 games. It's a lot. So Calgary, like I mentioned, they have a bit of a tough schedule coming in. Ottawa 6-14-1, not that good of a schedule. But that's kind of turning around, actually. I mean, not saying that they're going to get 10 wins in a row, because of the Sens team, I don't think can ever do that. I'd be surprised. I'd sit here with my jaw down to the floor if I saw them win 10 games in a row. But Ottawa is coming off of back-to-back wins against Montreal, 1 in the shootout, 1 in overtime, after two bad games against, 1 bad game against Toronto, which was 7-3. But Ottawa coming in with that shootout loss or shootout win that was really controversial, as there should have been a goal to Montreal, but they let it go and all that. So Ottawa's coming in here with some good energy, I think. Good energy. Obviously, the lines have switched up a bit with Derek Stepan being out now on the IR. The Sens have actually brought up Mr. Logan Brown to the taxi squad. So that is really, really, really good there, I think, for a lot of Sens fans, because they've been waiting to see Logan Brown. Logan Brown, maybe he might be able to start a game. Maybe if someone plays bad tonight, we'll see. All right, Darnell says, when is it starting? The game should be starting in about 7 minutes time. It's 7. They always say it's not like football, Darnell, it's not like it's not like European football where they start at 7. It's kickoff at 7. No, there's 7. It just turned. Darnell. Yeah, Darnell, you're a couple hours ahead of everyone tonight. So yeah, so it's not like European football where it's kickoff at that time of the game. It's about 7 minutes after because we do national anthems and all that. So that's what we have to work for. Walter is here. What's going on, Walter? How you doing? I don't know, Walter, if you heard the Send Sickos anthem today on Twitter because it was the buzz around Sen's Twitter today about that anthem that James Mellish made. And funny enough, I just tweeted about it just a couple of minutes ago, and he liked it. He liked my tweet. I also did a dance to it at the start of the stream as a joke. I might have to send that to him, but yeah, no. So big stuff there with the Sens anthem. Darnell, I don't know anything about these two teams. I might say that's fine, Darnell. That's fine. I'm not gonna force anything. If I'm being honest, I don't even know what sport this was until you said it was hockey. Yeah, I know. I literally, Darnell, I spent the first 5 minutes just laughing at myself doing that dance. So, I don't know how to explain myself right now, but yeah. So let's continue with all this. Yeah, same thing with Ottawa though, playing Calgary within the 5 games in the next 6 games. They play 1 game against Montreal next Tuesday coming up, but that's it. They play Calgary basically almost for a full week. So we're going to be seeing a lot of the Tkachuk's one-on-one over this next week. There they are talking to each other in warm-ups. There they are. They're like, Pop's telling me to fight you. No, there's funny stories that, obviously they come from Keith Tkachuk, a big rough guy playing in the league. But they have said their mother laid down the law. The mother laid down the law and said, you're not fighting. So there will be no Matthew versus Brady fight tonight. Definitely, people want to see it, but I'm fine with it not happening because I can see why. You don't break mother's laws. Whatever mom tells you, you do it. All right. You know what will be cool though, and they did this last year. Is I hope they do the opening face-off thing again, where they kick the centers out and bring in Matthew and Brady. That was cool. I like that. So like I mentioned, it is confirmed David Riddick will start tonight. David Riddick is coming off of that. He is coming off of that overtime loss last night, and he was not pleased with how he played. He seemed very frustrated coming off the bench. Or coming off the ice after the overtime winner scored by William Nylander. So yeah. I'm going to be very interested. Maybe it's a revenge game. Like I said, Calgary's probably coming in here looking for revenge, and that's one thing for sure that they'll be looking for after last night's game. These streams are 3 hours long. Yeah, no, Darnell. The hockey games last longer than the football, so it's a bit different out here. But once again, I'm not holding you. If you go to bed, you go to bed. Won't be angry. They should sign Peter Cech to the team. Oh boy, Peter Cech. The funny thing is, he wore a helmet. Funny thing, yeah, he wore a helmet. So, that's funny. I would like Peter Cech. Isn't he like? He's kind of a lanky guy, ain't he? Maybe I know I might be thinking of Peter Crouch, but I know Peter Cech is he's not too skinny though, but and then like I mentioned, Matt Murray should be starting for Ottawa tonight. That is expected from them. So yeah, Ottawa's home record is a 3-5-1. Obviously, with those 2 wins against Montreal, it has helped them out a bit. But then Calgary's away record 5-5-2. So once again, Calgary does have the better team, and Tim Stützle basically explained that in his practice presser today, saying they have a fast team. So we'll have to see that. And obviously, I mentioned Ottawa coming in here with 2 wins, Calgary coming in with the 1 loss, but hopefully Ottawa continue their movement here. The youngins are doing really well. Batherson, Stützle, who else? Tkachuk's been doing well as well. Norris has been doing all right. So listen, Cech did play perfect. Really, did he? I did not know that. I think I looked that up. I didn't know that. So Wow, I gotta look that up. Hang on, Peter Check hockey. All right, I'll look that up. Thanks, Stern. I didn't know that. Oh, he played semi-professional hockey. Okay. Well, I didn't. Listen. No matter what level he played, I did not know that. I did not know that. So they're going to commercial break right now, but when they come back, there should be the game should be on. The Sens versus Calgary Flames. The puck drop is coming up. Once again, Ottawa. Expect a lot of shots from Ottawa tonight. They're third in the league with shots per game, which I mention every game. And I am astonished by that, because you look back at the past couple of years, never shot the puck. They never shot the puck on goal. They always finished with like 20, 25, 24, 20 shots on net per game, and it hurt them. But now they're getting a lot of shots per game, and it's helping them out, I think. So it's just their goal thing. Now, a funny thing is, a couple of weeks ago, my friend sent me this graph about goals, or how many games we could have won. What was it? I'm going to look it up. It was something amazing. My friend sent me. Jesus. Where is that here? It's only a few weeks back he sent me this. Here it is. North Division expected points. So expected points measures the number of points that each team would have expected to have earned from each game, based on the scoring chances that they have created and conceded in those games. So the expected, this was when did my buddy sent this? 6 days ago. This was a week ago. All right. Ottawa, with their chances, with how many chances they have in a game, they were expected a week ago to have 20 points. So at that time, they only had 9. Yeah. Ottawa would technically be considered top 5 in the North Division, out of a division of 7. Instead, they were 7th out of 7. So if you really think about it, the Ottawa scoring chances, they're not short to come by. It's the overall defending. All right, so we're about to enter the first period here. I'm going to change the pregame to first period, as the Sens versus the Calgary Flames are about to take over. And there is Brady, Matthew Tkachuk. It looks like they're both on the starting line here. So we're going to see some Tkachuk on Tkachuk action. Pause on that to start the game off today. He played for a hockey team called Guildford Phoenix in 2019. I think they're still playing for them. Again, I don't know anything about the hockey team. Yes, so goaltender is goalkeeper. Yes, it's the same thing. Same overall idea. All right, so we're about to head underway here. Ottawa, Calgary, top lines, Lindholm, Tkachuk. Who's that? Mangiapane? That's Mangiapane here, and the puck drop is underway, and we're off here. Calgary, Ottawa. First meeting of 5 in the next 6 games for both teams. So we're going to be seeing a lot of the orange and red and the black and white, I'll tell you that. Brady Tkachuk fell over already. I tell you what, I remember how much goofing around that's going to be icing. So the Sens ice the puck here 20 seconds in. I remember how much fun my friends and I had, joking about how many falls per game Brady Tkachuk had. Because I remember, like, as a younger, when he was a rookie, he'd fall over, like, every shift. Don't know why. He would just fall. So, yeah. And so he's already got 1 here. That leaves the zone. So the Sens icing is kind of void. So here we go. There's Tim Stützle. He's on the ice. My German twin, Lucic. Oh, my God. Look at Lucic go. Oh, Jesus. Cover that up. Okay, we're good there. So second line's out here. We're going to go Anisimov, Stützle, and Batherson. And they went with Gabranson and Brandstrom. Speaking of which, Brandstrom did score his first NHL goal in the last game. That was on Tuesday night. I had no live stream that night. I had school basically up till the start of the game. So by the time I got back home, the first period was almost over. So I didn't want to stream. I was like, nah, there's no point of starting late. I didn't. I've done this before, so I'm not too worried if I don't do a stream. During the 2019, he had 6 games played. and 2. That's shutouts. He had 2 shutouts. Peter Cech. What? Oh, Jesus. Sam Bennett almost scored. Sam Bennett's been on the trade block for Calgary over the past couple games. Here's Colin White. All right, breaking in. Nick Paul. Oh, missed the net. Okay. Tried to get a tip here from Colin White. Didn't work. Oh, that's gonna hurt you right there. Speaking of Colin White, as I mentioned, for those who were there or those who watched it, our NHL franchise mode on NHL 21 is coming to an end tomorrow at noon Eastern time. We're going to be playing our final year with these Ottawa Senators in the video game, and I have built a team with some former players that people might remember and some names that people might remember that I brought in. So that's one thing that's going to be coming up tomorrow. And I did check on Colin White and Brady Tkachuk, and I did have a good laugh while I was doing the off-screen editing of the team, because it was kind of funny reacting. Anisimov, he's going to go off. No, he's not offside. All right. Okay, let me have some water. Oh, Jesus, Adam. Taking big gulps. All right, the Sens get it in. Once again, Derek Stepan not in the lineup. For those who don't know, Derek Stepan's not in the lineup after he was injured in the game against Montreal Tuesday night. Go on, Austin Watson. Pekka shot. Oh, good save there by Riddick. Keep fighting for it. Our gritty fourth line. Send sickos. Zoob. Oh, Riley. That was Riley. Pekka was wide open in front of the net. No call. Oh, my God. All right. Calgary has a shot, and they haven't put it up on the net, but whatever. All right. We'll go change in here. Cycle the lines around. Brady Tkachuk. All right. All right, come on, send sickos. Such a stupid nickname. Oh, boy. All right, working it around here. We're almost 4 minutes gone here in the first period. Is there 2 periods that last over an hour? No, it's 3 periods. Oh, here's a chance. Oh, here's a chance. We're in here. Josh Norris working it back. Brady's shot. It was kind of weak one. Okay, in hockey, darn no. 3 periods, 20 minutes each, but it's not continuous. There's time pauses. Time stoppage. It's tough to explain. There's also commercial breaks, so you get and there's like a bunch of rules that stop the play, so it's just a whole mess. If you could find the video of like an easy to explain hockey, it's not hard to learn, but it's, if you just watch a simple video on how hockey works, you'll get the gist of it. I know it because I've grown up playing it, and I'm also Canadian. It's in our blood to understand the rules of hockey when we come out of the womb. That's plain and simple. Chance here for Calgary off the bar. Oh my God, Sean Monahan, former Ottawa 67. I remember watching him. Just rang one off the bar. You rang, as Shaq would say. Okay, we're having trouble getting it out of our zone here. I'm not too pleased about that. Oh, Johnny Gaudreau just had a fit losing the puck. Okay, there it is. And then there's intermissions. Kind of like halftime. Shot on. There's Matt Murray making a nice save right there. So then there's intermissions that last 18 minutes long. And those are just continuous. There's no stoppages for that time. Again, it's like halftime in soccer. Or football. And it is in my blood, my Canadian blood, to say soccer, not football. But I try my hardest to not to. So, yeah, there it is. Sean Monahan, 203 points in 185 games with the Ottawa 67. I remember some good games watching him play with the 67s. Remember going to some games. Oh, Calgary's getting some good zone time here. I'm not too pleased about that. Don't get a penalty. Oh, boys. Come on, let's get it out. Let's get it out. Go. That's going to go for icing now. Woo, icing. 5 minutes gone here. The Sens are having trouble getting it out. That's not good. Not a good start. I did have good news, though, Darnell. As before I started streaming tonight, I did a test stream of FIFA, NHL 21, as well as Skate 3. On the stream. Oh, here he goes. Go on, Artem Misimov. What? He's doing 360s. All right, we're good here. Batherson, Drake. Come on, Drake. Is this gonna go for icing? It is. Wow, 3 icings already. We're only 5.5 minutes gone. What was I gonna say? And they all worked. So this Sunday stream, which is gonna be a long stream of, I think, NHL Be a Pro, which I do plan to do FIFA someday, and as well as Skate 3. It's a go for Sunday. It'll be at noon my time. So if you're in UK, I'm gonna say it would be 6 p.m. Yeah, Skate 3. I have it just because I have the EA Access, EA Game Pass, whatever you call it. So, that's a bad turnover. Oh, Calgary's had the way of the puck here. Lindholm, that was roofed. It's alright, doesn't trigger me. I'm joking. Honestly, if it's North American soccer, I'll say soccer. Like, I'm not gonna go to a Toronto FC game and say, oh yeah, we're playing North American football. No, North American football is American football. That is NFL. That is CFL. So that is that. But if I'm going to be talking about European football, I'll talk about European football. You know what I mean? I'll say, oh yeah, Bayern Munich, they play football. I mean, there's some people that do get absolutely mad that we say soccer, which, I mean, it is kind of a joke about how we say football for American football. Considering though that soccer came after it, or came before it, right? So, in some ways I can see why they're mad, but what else are we gonna call a sport that is kind of new? It's kind of still new to our continent. I mean, it only's kind of really become big since the late 90s. I'll tell you what, as a kid growing up here in Canada, the only time we would have football on would be Saturday mornings. I remember waking up Saturday mornings watching Man United play. Or just turning on the TV and seeing them play. That's it. That is it. But then, but now, with the game becoming more global, I see it more often now. I see it more now on the TV. We never saw it on TV in the early 2000s. In the late 2000s, it got big, or it kind of got, it grew a bit. But then as, we passed through the 2010s, that decade, we saw it more. Now it's really big here. Obviously with, more of a Canadian demographic, with, with more of a Canadian demographic in soccer, European football, Alphonso Davies, Jonathan David, many others to name. Not too many, but there's some. Old chance here. Batherson scores. Drake Batherson scores once again, and the Ottawa Senators lead 1-0. Let's go. Listen, I literally was just ranting about the difference between football and soccer for 2 minutes, and then I turned my head. I was kind of watching, but there it is. What another one of these breakouts where Ottawa just gets a goal. Stutzle has a shot on, rebounds right there, and Drake Batherson puts it home, and the Ottawa Senators are up 1-0 here on the Calgary Flames. The Sensicos, I gotta play this. If they win, I'm playing the song. I'm just saying that. I saw Dalen said it was his birthday. I don't know if Dalen's here. I forgot this, but happy birthday, Dalen, when he comes back. If I ever see him, I'm gonna have to wish him happy birthday. But happy birthday, Dalen. I hope the Sens get a nice win. But Drake Batherson just scores a beautiful goal. Stützle and Anisimov get the assist. So there you go. Walter, it's a dinner night. It's a TV dinner night with Walter. There it is. Beautiful. Pasta and salad. That's a beautiful dinner. It's a nice dinner. I like that dinner. But, big hit there by Brady. Hopefully the Sens get a win tonight. It'll be a great night if that's the case. Like European, yeah. I mean, if you're like a crazy MLS fan, people call it, oh, is Dalen here? Dalen is here. My bad, Dalen. Happy birthday, brother. Happy birthday, brother. I just saw your message. I didn't know if you were here. I saw your message. Don't worry. I saw your message. But I was ranting about soccer. Nice pass here by Anisimov. And if Stützle scored, I don't know what I would have done. But Batherson, that's 3 straight games with a goal by Batherson. It says, well, yeah, you know what? It's whack. It takes a moment to load how many viewers are here, but yeah. No, like I'm not a diehard MLS fan. Like, I don't watch it all that much. Like, really, I'll be honest. I'm a TFC bandwagon. Like I say I'm a TFC supporter. I barely watch any of their games. I'll be honest. Call me a MLS bandwagoner. I do not care. But Brady's in here actually. Good stuff, Brady. Hey Brady, that was the same corner you got to fight in there, or the last game. But no, I do agree. It is a retirement league. I mean, funny enough, Zlatan went there, thinking it would be a retirement, but he was fantastic in LA. He was fantastic with the Galaxy. So, yeah, it's tough. Majority of people you meet will be a Man U. Yeah, I funny enough, I never really met a Liverpool supporter until this year. One of the guys I go to school with is, and I have a buddy who's a Man United fan. Oh, here it is. Sens have another chance. Shoot it on net, Gabranson. Shoot it on net. Oh, Eric Gabranson with the snipe, and it's 2. It's 2. Eric Gabranson gets the goal. How are you letting Eric Gabranson just score a goal on you? Come on. Let's go. 2-0 already. The funny thing is, Darnell here is like from England, and he's probably thinking the Sens are a stellar team. They're really not. What a goal. Eric Gabranson just put it on net. Beautiful shot. They took Stevie G away from the club. How could they, yeah. What a shot. No, I honestly, I never met a Liverpool supporter until this year. I'll be honest. My buddy's a Man United fan. I have a buddy who's a Leicester fan. I have a buddy who's an Everton fan. Another chance. Oh, my God. Josh Norris almost had a goal here. But no, honestly, most of my friends, we all support kind of a different club. Even, not in the Prem, but just all around Europe. I have a buddy who's a Real Madrid fan. His cousin is a Chelsea supporter. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. That's it. My one buddy likes Sunderland, but that's because he watched their documentary, but that's it. All right, let's get back to hockey. So it's 2-0 here. Gabranson scored a goal. You can't be serious, man. Batherson's back at it again here. He's just going to dump it in. You get the odd person who would support Accrington Stanley. Oh, my God. Yeah. But I'll tell you, one team we all like is Wickham, yes, because Akinfenwa, but Wrexham because of Bootlegger. We all can go support Wrexham if we wanted to. That's our League 2. That's our Division 5 team. The Ottawa Senators are not the best team in hockey. Darnell, they are the worst. They are the worst. And standings wise, they are the worst. Funny enough, they actually have been technically over the past week. They've been one of the best teams in the past week. So, but season wise, they have not been good. And that's off. They scored. Hang on. What in the world? I gotta tweet this out because Eric Gabranson just scored a goal. Oh boy. Jesus. No, no, don't tell me that. Dalen, are you watching it on a TV? Because I know I can count on Dalen if he's watching it on TV. Can someone confirm with me that the Sens DJ played the Sens Sicko song? Can someone confirm with me that? It's not to think Liverpool did not. Harry Maguire. No, my friend hates Harry Maguire. He hates him. I mean, in some games he hates him. Some games he hates him but doesn't love him. Nick Paul. You just chipped that too far, Nick Paul. You have the speed though, mate. If that went in. All right, so we're 8:20 to go here in the first period. And the Ottawa Senators up 2-0 on the Calgary Flames. Did he? Okay. Ooh. Okay. If you missed it, at the start, Zaitsev shot. Who just got decked in front of the net? Becca just got decked. Because Dalen, if you don't go back to, I danced to the song at the start of the stream. If you want to check that out, if you've not heard it, because I think it's absolutely hilarious. I tweeted it out too. The guy liked it. Why does Branson score less than? He's not a scorer, and he's considered by a lot of people one of the worst defensemen in hockey right now. He ain't that bad. Jesus, he ain't that bad. Sorry for that. That was the ding from my volume from my computer after the Sens Sicko song. Okay, because no, some people consider him one of the worst defensemen on the ice this year. But whatever. But he's not a scorer. He's not a scorer at all. Miracle. My buddy just sent me Miracle on Ice 2. Jesus. Oh, Buffalo's wearing the reverse retros. This looks good. That was Branson's first goal since January 17th, 2020. Over a year. So, how about that? Oh, Jesus. Dude, the Sens Twitter's having something else tonight. For those who don't have Twitter, you know, yeah, the hometown boy is his first as a Sen. Oh, Jesus. This is incredible. Yeah, Harry Maguire is playing for the Sens. How about that? Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you're new. Should be right down here. I don't know. Oh, wow. Sens are tied at second for consecutive goals by players 22 years or younger. That's now 9 games in a row. Or is it consecutive goals or games? So here we go. There's about 8 minutes left. Less than 8? Hang on. Let's see. There's 7:40 left. I was wrong. And the shots are they're 9-2. The Sens have as many goals as the Flames do shots. I mean, I think that's a lie. I think the Flames have way more shots, but whatever. Go on, Austin Watts. Show the speed, boy. He doesn't have speed. I got to give Darnell some comparisons. Austin Watson is I was gonna say Roy Keane, but that's definitely not right because Roy Keane was a captain. He was a leader. Roy Keane's a rough guy, but not a. Roy Keane's a captain and the leader, a rough guy. Austin Watson's not shot on here. Norris couldn't get the lift on the puck. Come on, get in the go on, Connor Brown. Skate bite. Look at Connor Brown work. At least not Ozil disappears like a ghost. There's some people. There's a guy playing in Buffalo. He's getting paid $9 million a year, I think. The salaries are not the same as football. Here it is, Brady Tkachuk shot. Oh, Riddick could handle that. Calgary Flames are overrated. Some people might say, I'll tell you what, they had a good year, and then they lost in the first round of the playoffs. And then they stunk. They stunk last year as well. They have a 3-on-2, though, here. Sean Monahan. Mark Giordano is one of those players who always scores against Ottawa, and I don't get it. Oh, you bums. Come on. Figure yourselves out here. Well, don't do that. Oh, I'm not liking this. 6 minutes left in the first. I don't like this. Don't like it. Don't like it. All right, go. Chip it. Get it out. Good block, Zub. Zub with the block. Good stuff. Oh my God. This is ooh yee yee. This is something that bougie. There it is. Chip it out and get it out. Go, Connor Brown's go skate. Poor Connor Brown. Oh, Connor Brown is stuck there. Oh, in front. Shot on. Get there. There's a buttocks. No, what? What? Oh my God. Okay, we're good. If Erik Karlsson didn't have injuries, would he be the best defenseman in the NHL? He'd probably still be with the Sens. I'll be honest, he probably would be. I would say, yeah. Exactly. No, I don't even say anything else, Dalen. I don't have to say anything else. He would be with the Sens. He would be. It still would be. If they lost to a team you said are one of the worst teams in the league, they must be. Well, that is how us as Sens fans tell those fans of that team, you suck. You lost to us. We beat Toronto twice now. We beat them. Listen, Darnell, we came back from 5-1 down. 5-1 down, we scored. We tied it, and we won in overtime. I went to school the next day. I go to school with a bunch of Leaf fans. I gave them all crap. I said, listen, you suck. You guys think you're going to win the cup every year, but you can't blow a 5-1 lead to the worst team in the standings. You just can't. And listen, the funny thing is now, too, Dalen and Walter might agree with this now. These are the games that we're expecting Ottawa to play in. These tight, close games. Nothing like, yeah, we have our bad 7-3 loss, But you know what? The first couple of games were bad. Like, we'd be losing, bad, 5-1, 4-1. But now we're losing games, by 1 goal and all that, which I'm kind of happy with. I'm fine. Listen, I've said this. I'm fine with losing by 1 goal. If we gave a good effort. I'm not happy by losing by 3 or more. So that's all I have to say. So here's Zuccala dumping it in. Nice. Oh, it went off the. Oh, jeez, it went off the stanchion. Didn't help there. No, it went off the ref. Nice. And once again, that Kaprizov guy is battling Zuccala for called the Rookie of the Year. He had a couple of points last night. I saw. He's going off in Minnesota. And Matt Murray wraps that around. Shot on. That's blocked by Anisimov. All right. Nearly 4.5 to go here in the first period. The shot's 11-2 right now, as seen on my TV screen here. Obviously, maybe the stats might show something else, but what the TV people say is 11-2, and Matthew Tkachuk, not Brady, is giving it to Zub in front of the net. So there we go. 4:22 left. No. Oh no. Oh no. I'm different. If my team loses by 1, I end up in a sulk. Concede 3, and it's depressing to watch. It is what it was. It is what Well, just because well, Darnell, it's a different situation. Like the Sens, obviously, people weren't expecting them to make the playoffs. In the case of a Liverpool, in the case of a Liverpool supporter, they are expected to win the league. So, losing by 1 goal hurts. I mean, it does hurt for us as well, but I'm fine with it. It's kind of a tradition that Sens do bad at the start of the season. Yeah, but yeah, it's true. I don't know if anyone saw this. I'm talking to everyone here. I don't know if anyone saw this on Twitter, but the Rideau Canal Skateway has officially come to a close. The Rideau Canal, for those who don't know, is the biggest skating rink in the world. It is it's a canal in Ottawa that runs from downtown all the way. It actually runs all the way to Lake Ontario, but it's now officially closed. And their tweet today about it, their tweet today about it. There's another shot from Ottawa there. Brady Tkachuk with a shot. Their tweet today was a very good shot at the Montreal Canadiens. Just like the Montreal Canadiens, our season was off to a great start. In true 2021 style, our skateway has officially come to a close with a total of 26 days, nearing our record for our shortest season ever. And it shows a picture of Claude Julien saying, well, that was a short season. Man, the Sens sickos are even within the Rideau Canal Skateway public. I don't even know, communications. Oh, we have a chance here. Colin White. Nah, he's too far out wide. Who shot that one? Nick Paul shot that one way high. So the Sens sickos are even a part of the. Yes, it is. It runs. Am I wrong here? No, I'm wrong by saying that. No, it's really close to it. I've actually biked down the canal. It's a very nice bike ride. What is this video? Okay, so 2:30 left. There's the Sens posted some video. I'm gonna have to watch it. Shot on here from Dylan Dubé. Oh no, that's Tanev. What am I talking about? What number does Dubé wear? I don't even know. You always see football. Yeah. Oh, here it is. Tierney now. Tierney. Oh, Riley should have shot that. I should mention that coming up in the intermission, we'll have our intermission stats and scores from around the league, as there's a bunch of games on tonight. And as well as, I don't even know if there's anything else to talk about. But we got 140 left here in the first, and we're gonna be good. Jesus, the Sens are killing them in shots. But the thing is, in hockey, every period is a new start. It doesn't matter how many shots you have in that last period. You can always come out and have as many as them in that last period. I explained that terribly, but y'all get the gist of it, and that's going to be icing for Ottawa. 1:10 to go. Do I think the Tkachuk brothers are going to drop the gloves tonight? Mom Tkachuk has forbidden their sons. I don't think so. Walter. Like you mentioned, their mom basically dropped the hammer on them in their first meeting a couple of years back. And even in Matthew Tkachuk's pre-game press conference, he said, if you think we're going to fight, you're an idiot. There you go. But if you want to see the Tkachuk brothers fighting, I would suggest go and watch their series they made, I think, for the NHL back in the summer, of them playing sports other than hockey. I think they played pickleball, which that video was hilarious. Keith Tkachuk chirping them as they failed to do good at pickleball. But we got last minute here, 45 to go, 45 seconds, and then we'll be at intermission. And here we go, one last chance. Connor Brown, Brady Tkachuk, see over, Gabranson again. Oh, Gabranson almost had two. Imagine if Gabranson had two. I don't know what I'd do. Don't know what I do. There's a shot on there. Okay. Keep battling for Brady. Good. He lost the puck. 25 now. Here it is. Connor Brown. Connor Brown in here. Oh, good heads up play by Riddick. Fire back on, Gabranson. Oh, you got 7 seconds. You got to put it on net. That's not going to do it. And that's going to, well, that will do it. That's not going to do it for a goal, but that will do it for the period. The Ottawa Senators are leading the Calgary Flames 2-0 heading into the first intermission with goals coming from Drake Batherson. Where's my shirt? I think it's in the wash. Actually, hang on. No, I got it in the hamper. I can't. It's dirty. I didn't think he'd score. I mean, he's been hot, so I shouldn't be that bothered. Every time Gabranson scores for the rest of the season, you do. I should, because that was his first one he's ever scored with the Sens. He came in on a trade, but anyways, my point is, I should honestly, I should probably do that right now for the intermission. But so 2-0 heading into the intermission. There's a bunch of games around the league. They're previewing it here on the broadcast. Islanders versus the Bruins. And that was the game that was the only game they previewed. I thought I was going to get more out of that, but whatever. So the Sens Sickos are killing it right now. The Sens Sickos got to be crazy going on. What is this video even? Hang on. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I got to mute myself for just a second. Let's see. They made this little montage thing about the enemy. They got some kid doing it. They should get me, man. I tell you, every media thing the Sens should do should just like have me. Like if I have to talk about something. Hang on here. Hang on. We're just seeing. I was told earlier by Dalen that the Sens Sickos theme song was played. I gotta. There definitely has to be a clip about that somewhere. But anyway, so here it is. First intermission, like you see down here, 2-0 Ottawa. Goals coming from Drake Batherson, 7:45 into the game. Tim Stützle and Artem Anisimov getting the assist there. And then literally just under 2 minutes later, Eric Branson with the goal, assisted by Chris Tierney, his first of the year. The shots in that period were 13-5 for Ottawa. Like I mentioned in the start of the stream, Ottawa's been shooting the puck lately. Third in the league for shots per game. So it looks like it could be another one of those nights where we get 40 shots, which I'd love. Face-offs, though, Calgary has 10, Ottawa has 7. No team had a power play that period. Very disciplined period. The hits were 11-7. And as I mentioned, the shots 13-5. That's actually now third game in the row, I believe, that Drake Batherson has scored a goal. Let me just confirm that. Let's see. Yeah, that is a third game in a row. That's now fourth game in a row. 4 games in a row for Drake Batherson. 6, use your math. 5 in the last 6 for Drake Batherson. So he has been cruising along here in the last 4 games for sure. 6 maybe. Walter says Ottawa put in a very solid performance. Very pleased. I would be very pleased as well. I think, there were some moments in that first where I think just before the Drake Batherson goal, they were kind of hemmed in their zone just a bit. That I was like a bit scared about that too. I felt I kind of felt the Calgary goal coming on, but I had the wrong team in my head. So obviously there was that. There's also a bit of that nearing the end of the period where Calgary had, once again, a lot of offensive zone time, but Ottawa fought through that. And that is one thing that Ottawa's been really good at this year, is even though they're hemmed in their zone, they don't get a lot of goals against. Darnell, I'll get to your question in just a second. I see it down there. I'll get to it in just a second. I just got to go through some intermission stats, and then I'll get to you. Don't worry. All right, so Drake Batherson on a roll. That is Gudbrandson's first goal, as I mentioned, since January 17th, 2020. Over a year since he has scored a goal. Is there anything else? I got, once again, we like checking on the chat. Sen Sickos, is there anything for Sen Sickos? Some people are saying the Flames should fire their coach. Kirk Muller is available. Hey, Cole Julian is available as well. So, how about that? So, there's a bunch of other games going on in the league tonight. It's too much to count, honestly. But at the end of the first period, the Chicago Blackhawks and the Blue Jackets are tied 0-0. With the Blue Jackets somewhat, taking a lead in that game with the stats. But, like I mentioned, no goals. Same thing for the Dallas Stars and the Panthers, 0-0. The Panthers are having one hell of a start to the year. They're first in the Central Division, 12-4-2. The Stars, 6-4-4. That game is 0-0. And the Stars look to be... It was close in that period, but overall not bad. Also, Carolina versus Tampa Bay. At the end of the first, Carolina is up 1-0. Pesci gets the goal with 5 minutes left in the period. Carolina, third in that Central Division, 12-5-1. That Central Division, very strong. Very strong. And their records, they're really good. Tampa Bay, they're second, 12-4-1. Incredible records in that Central Division. At the end of the first, between the Capitals and Penguins, 1-0. Nicholas Backstrom scores in the middle of the period. So there you go there. There's another Pens and Caps matchup. That's a running joke in the league. You get your Pens and you get your Caps. At the end of the first for the Islanders and the Bruins, New York leads 2-1 over the Boston. Boston scored a minute in. Nick Ritchie scored, but then 2 minutes later, Pelech scored, and then Matt Barzal scored in the middle of the frame to take the lead. Also, at the end of the first, the Sabres are up 1-0 on the Devils. Actually, I want to get into that. I touched on it a bit, but what's his name? Skinner. I'll write that down. Write that down in my notes. Speaking of which, Skinner is being scratched after 3 games with no points, and he's getting paid a lot of money. Riley Sheehan scores for them. All right. Halfway through the first period, or just about to, the Red Wings are up 1-0 on the Nashville Predators. Luke Glendening scoring there, so to take the lead. Starting in 12 minutes' time, the Montreal Canadiens will take on the Winnipeg Jets. It is confirmed Carey Price will start, and Connor Hellebuck is expected to start for the Jets, as this will be Dominic Ducharme's first game as a Montreal Canadiens head coach after Claude Julien and Kirk Muller were released by the club after the Sens beat them in the shootout on Tuesday night. It was more Wednesday morning. So there you go. And in the late game tonight, the Oilers will take on the Canucks. Both goalies are confirmed. Mike Smith for the Oilers. He's 5-0. Mike Smith, even though he's out with the injury at the start of the year, he has come back and he's been really good. But then Thatcher Demko is also confirmed for Vancouver. He is 4-8-1. Vancouver needs to get out of a hole, with the record being 8-13-2. They've had a rough go over the past couple of games. Lost to the Oilers, overtime loss to the Jets, lost to the Jets, beat the Flames, lost in overtime to the Flames. They beat the Flames, lost to the Flames. They got swept by Toronto, swept by Montreal, and that's going back all the way to the start of February. So this February, they've had 2 wins. No. They've had 2 wins in the month of February. And tonight is their last game in February. So they gotta pick it up. They, like the Habs, have to pick it up. So, yeah. There's one postponed game tonight, and that's the Vegas Golden Knights versus the San Jose Sharks due to COVID reasons. There's a couple of games in the NBA, but I don't want to really get into that. There's also a lot of football, but I'll get into football. There's a lot of to talk about tonight. Maybe I'll get into that in the second intermission. I don't have anything to talk about. But Darnell asked me just not too long ago, can you win individual awards in hockey, like most goals and most assists? You could get most goals. There's a award called the Maurice Rocket Richard Award. It is given to the person who scored the most goals in the season. I think currently that holder is Austin Matthews, who plays for the Toronto Maple Leafs. I don't know, I forget how many goals he has, but he's got a lot. There's also awards. But mostly the awards are just for positional. So, well, actually no. There's best defenseman. There's best defensive forward. There's that goal. That most goals award is obviously it's just given to who scores the most goals. There's no like nominations or whatnot. There's a nominations for every other award like there is in football, but besides that, no. There's best goalie, best coach, best GM. Yeah. Like Walter just said there. Yeah. Yeah, there's all these kinds of categories, yeah. Usually though, football has they have best defender, best forward, best midfielder, best coach, best manager. It's manager. But there are awards for most goals. I'm going to guess since you said assists, so. Wow, what a save Subban made there. Wow. The Blackhawks have even done well as well. So. There you go. All right, so I hope everyone's having. I mean, I'm having a good night so far. The Sens are up 1-0. We have great news for our stream on Sunday, when I'll be playing NHL Be a Pro. That'll be a longer stream than usual. I'll tell you that. So it's this Austin Matthews injury, as they're showing it ticks me off. They said he's dealt with it for the entire year so far. No way he's scoring that many goals with a wrist injury. And no way he looks normal. You could tell that the Habs lost their confidence in their... Yeah. No, I kind of agree with that, Walter. I do. I saw this tweet that made me laugh the morning that Julien got fired. and I saw a tweet and someone said they should have let Julien retire, or I messed that one up. They should have let Julien have time to reset. The Lady Bing is the one for the most offensive forward I saw. So yeah. But King is shopping for a dynamic D-man. Interesting. They're doing insider trading right now, so there's not much to really talk about right now. I mean, it was just a good period, I think, for Ottawa. Honestly, like I mentioned, they did have some defensive faults of getting it out of their zone. They couldn't really get out of their zone, but besides that, the offense, every offensive play that they got, there was a scoring chance, I think. Like, there wasn't many chances where they would just go down and dump it in and it would be out the other way. Most of the time it was dump it in, get the puck, cycle it maybe for a bit, and then shoot on net. There was a shot almost every time they entered the zone, which is really good. So I'm very pleased with how Ottawa played. I would love if they came out and played the same way. Once again, besides those defensive faults, but besides that, I think it was a really good period for Ottawa. So like I mentioned, same thing. If they come out the same way, I'm happy with that. North winner may finish playoffs in the U.S. Really? Well, yeah, because that's the thing. As I'm seeing this on Insider Trading, the thing is that you look at it and they're expecting that travel will be all right for teams to go from Canada to the U.S. because it'll be May when the season's over. May is when the regular season's over. So it'll be June, July, into August. So they're hoping by August travel will be all right. So, it's it's going to be a very interesting scene in August when, hopefully more people have the vaccine, and we're in a better world. Maybe the borders will open up for those teams. Maybe the Canadian government will allow them to travel and come back, because they have not done that for the Blue Jays. They've not done that for the Raptors, and they definitely weren't having it with the Canadian team. So, there you go. So they're going to go to break, and when they come back, it'll be the second period. I am going to go to the bathroom, refill my water up a bit, and by the time I come back, it'll be the second period. So hang on one second. Hang on. Alrighty. I thought they'd be back. They ain't back. So, this time, I made sure I got the water. Because I'll tell you what, last game, which was when? Saturday, right? Was it Saturday? I think it was Saturday. On Saturday, I got screwed over because I wasn't paying attention to the intermission. And I got screwed over. And I couldn't go get my water. I wasn't paying attention, and I sat here with no water for I think the third period, and it was death. Was it Saturday or was it Sunday? It was Sunday. This week's all been off. I woke up this morning thinking it was Wednesday. I'm serious. I woke up and when I was streaming today FIFA, I was like, oh yeah, we'll be back on Friday. Tomorrow's Friday with NHL, not FIFA. So I was really confusing myself, and it was not good. So they should be coming back any moment now. With oh, they played it when they played the Sensico anthem skating off the ice in the first period. I didn't know. So we're back here for the second period. They're about to puck drop here, but man, the Sensico. If you've not heard it, I've said this enough today. If you've not heard it, it is just hilarious. I said it basically describes what happened last week for the Sens. But if besides that, if you want to see me dance to it, I dance at it at the beginning of the stream, and I'm considering posting it on the Instagram. I don't talk about this Instagram enough, but Zucker TV has Instagram. I'm posting more stuff, hopefully over the next couple of weeks. There's a little hiatus, but I posted something last week or this past week with me talking about the mascot for one of the teams that Bayern Munich play. So. Yeah, so we have that, but I'm seeing if I want to see if anyone has a video of it, but it doesn't look like there is. But here we go, we're back for the second period, puck drop here, and we're underway. Once again, I'd like to mention, well, it's right here below me, the Sens are winning, but the puck went out of play right off the bat, 5 seconds in. But the Sens are leading 2-0. There's got to be a video or something. Because I know I'm not going to see a highlight of them skating off and playing. Oh, for God's sakes. Anyway, so We're back here. Dalen's getting a new stick. Should I get a stick with Ovechkin curve or Erik Karlsson curve? Ooh. Well, I'd say Dalen if... I don't know. I don't even know what curve I have. I'll go check in the intermission. I don't know what curve I have, but if you're a goal scorer, Dalen, I'd say get Ovechkin. But if you're more of a assist man, I would say go with Karlsson. It's taking a while for the zinger to hit the ice. 2 weeks is taking forever. You know, well, that's the thing. It's taking forever because the trade happened a week ago. He'll be back by the end of the week. He'll be in the lineup. I'm saying for sure by Saturday. Actually, no. When did that trade happen? That trade happened. No, it's been a week. So hang on, because that trade happened. No, I'm lost. When did that trade happen? I can't remember. Because it was not before this. It was before the 6-5 game. I'll tell you that. But Lucic just scored. Are you mad? Milan Lucic. It was another one of these situations where Ottawa couldn't clear the puck out their zone. They were hemmed in there basically for the entire start of the period, and Milan Lucic just scores. It's 2-1. As I was trying to figure out how long it's been since Dzingel. Oh, Matt Murray, man. It's a tough one. I mean, you got to have that, though. It's 5-hole. It's Milan Lucic going 5-hole. You serious? So it's 2-1 here at the start of the second period. Whatever. He'll join the team next week. I'll 100% sure he'll join the team next week. So let's go, Sens. You know what? I said this in the intermission. I was scared about them not being able to get it out of their zone. Like, sometimes they were hemmed in and they weren't able to get it out. And there's a situation right there where that has happened. So, first situation where they had a problem. Oh, Brady, pick it up. Oh. Milan Lucic has the most goals on the Flames roster. Are you serious? Oh, here's Gaudreau. No. Oh, Jesus. There's almost another chance. Go on. Skate. All right, Con Brown's going to dump it in. The Sens will change. All right, so the Sens have a kind of a 2-on-1 here. Stutz, whoa, oh my God, Stutzla got put in a spin cycle as he's trying to make a play. Oh, Gabranson. Worry about the puck. Don't worry about the guy in front of you. All right, here we go again. This line's been moving tonight. This Anisimov, Batherson, Stutzla line. Oh, and that's why Brandstrom plays that's why Brandstrom plays defense and not offense. Here's Tim Stutz. Go on, Tim. Oh, he doesn't have the speed. He's gassed. All right, Dylan Dubé and Tanev get the assist there, and that puck goes out of play. So Milan Lucic scores. Oh boy. All right. Yeah, see, another thing, Danov can get it out. The Sens had trouble getting it out, and it goes to Dadonov, and Jesus, I'm just trying to find this video, but it hurts me. Oh, Jesus. This is hurting my head right now. This Calgary Flames offensive pressure. This is speaking of hurting my head. Good block by Tierney. Pekka, get off the ice. You don't have a stick. Get out the way. If I get Karlsson's curve, would I shoot the puck top shelf more? I don't know. I'd say that's more if you get Ovi stick. I'm both an assist player and a goal scorer. Okay. Follow-up question, Dalen. Do you snipe or are you like me who gets the garbage goals? Because I am as well. When I play, I'm the assist man, but when I score, it's either a terrible top corner goal, or a absolute garbage goal, tap in, rebound. I gotta see what. Oh, here's a chance here. Connor Brown scores. Connor Brown with the steal and the goal, and it's 3-1. The sicko sends. The send sickos are back at it again. Hang on, I'll go get my stick. Hang on. Okay, I'll be back in just a second. Hang on. 3-1. Connor Brown gets the goal. Oh, you know what, Dalen? I got the Crosby. That's what I got. Connor Brown gets a steal here. Good forecheck, and it goes posting in. Beautiful goal. As I'm trying to sit down with my stick here. This ain't going so well. All right. This is going to be backwards, so you can't read it. But it says, oh, great. Thanks, background. It says Crosby. I got the Crosby curve. But this is my stick. I got the Crosby curve. So, yeah. Okay, so I'd say go Ovi, because even then Ovi still makes kind of decent pass. That's offside somehow, but it's not. I go Ovi then. I got the Crosby one though, because let's go offside. They're calling it offside. Wow, they're calling Calgary's offside. It's going to go all the way back down. It looks like. No, honestly, this curve fits me perfectly, I'd say. Although, what was the stick I just got a new stick, actually, a year ago. I literally got a stick just before COVID. I'm serious. Because this one... Actually... Is this the stick I'm thinking about? No, this not. Hey, don't listen to me. This stick, I hated. I'll tell you what, because I couldn't shoot with this stick. No. I don't even remember. Oh, yo. I can't remember, Dalen. I can't remember what stick I had. I'm being super honest. I can't remember what stick I liked and what I didn't like. I think it is my new stick. Oh, look at Stützle with the move. Oh, he almost tipped. Oh, Batherson almost tried to bat that home. It was a really low bat, but this line's rolling thing. This line is rolling. And there's Shabbat. Walter says I'm a true playmaker. Oh, there's not a penalty coming up to Batherson here. Oh, Jesus. Stützle just fell over trying to wind up. I am a true playmaker, Walter. You know. But I am. Which is why the stick helps. I'm saying this. When I score goals, though, they're like really cruddy goals. Like I say, a goal is a goal is a goal, but I'm just saying that the quality of my goals aren't the best. Oh, that one surprised Riddick even. Oh, my. Riddick has been all right tonight, let's say. I agree with Ovi's curve, but I'm more in the air. Really? I can't help you anymore at that point. I'm sorry. I can't help you anymore. I want to help you with a curve, but I can't. All right, here goes Brady. Go on, Brady. Who we got? Brady, Norris, and what? Zub. Brady! Oh, good save there by Riddick. Zub was in the mix, too. Artem Zub was the third forward, which is absolutely crazy when you think about it. So, Milan Lucic scores one for Calgary, but then Connor Brown, just a few minutes later, my downstairs neighbors, I swear, have Chinese food, and I'm dying out here. But, yeah, I forget what other stick I have. I think my stick at home in Ottawa is Goudreau. I think it's Johnny Goudreau. I'm serious. I think. I don't really all that know. I know I had Crosby. Well, this is Crosby. I think I've had Crosby for a while now. I think. I really don't care what curve I have, honestly. I really don't care. If I'm scoring goals, I'm scoring goal. If I'm playing well, I'm playing well. I don't know what you think, Dalen, but the best goals for me were like when I was angry. Those are my favorite goals. There was a time when I was playing and my whole family came to see me play, and like my younger cousins too came to see me play, and they were there to kind of boost the interest of one of them who they wanted to play hockey, but he's more of a football guy. So he came in and I was having not a fit. I wasn't like a temper tantrum kid, but like there was I was just getting frustrated, and I took it out on one of my sticks on the bench. Like I was frustrated, ticked off. And the next shift, I literally was on the bench to my teammates. Or I think my coach was like, calm down. And I said, I'm going to score a goal. Next shift, boom, I sniped one home. And it's one of those goals where you just have to celebrate like you scored like a game winner or something like that. So I was just like, yeah, get in. Look at Zuccala here. Wow. I do like long shots and rebounds. Oh, okay. I'd say Carlson then. You know, you do that. Here you go. I got a shorter blade. The puck will get off quicker. Have you ever seen that? There's a player. I forget his name. Walter might know. But there's a player who used to play with a shorter blade because the puck would get off his stick quicker. Obviously, it's out of the ordinary now to see that, but there was a player back. I forget what decade, but there's a player that played with a like. If I'm using size here, he played with a blade like this big. I should probably like this big. Oh, they scored! Oh my God! I'm out here looking at my damn blade, and they scored. Eric Brandstrom just scored a goal. What? Huh? Hold on. Stop the stick talk. Stop the stick talk. What happened here? Oh no. Oh no. He did not just do that. He did not just score from the neutral zone. Eric Brandstrom. I smelled the Chinese food again. Eric Brandstrom just scored from the neutral zone face-off dot. Not the center ice. The offside dot. This coach is like, come on, man. Calgary's called timeout, by the way. But this coach is like, come on, guys. We're playing the Sens. But yeah, David Riddick's got to, like, step. Why did they start David Riddick? Oh, Markstrom's injured, ain't he? Oh. It's 4-1. Let me change the score. Who do they have as a backup then? Hang on. Who does Calgary have? I guess I forgot that Markstrom ain't playing. Who is their backup then? What are my neighbors doing? I don't know, but I smell Chinese food. It smells good. They're not watching this game, I'll tell you that. they hear me enough. There's a shot on. All right, so Calgary took a timeout. The shots are 20-6. Oh, for God's sakes, Thomas Chabot. Oh, nice defensive play by Zaitsev. My God. A lot of people rip Zaitsev, but he's been really good this year. I'll tell you what. A lot of people rip Zaitsev for his playing ability back when he was with Toronto and even for his first year in Ottawa. But I'll say this. Oh, that's just lazy who that was. Oh, that was Zaitsev. Shot on here. Murray makes a save. But I will say this. I think in the past couple of years, he's all been caught up. Oh, the backup is getting ready for Calgary here. It looks like. I don't know who it is. But it looks like he might be going in here. I'm going to guess they're waiting to the next TV timeout. So, Calgary will be putting in their backup, it looks like. But what was I going on about? Oh, Zaitsev. But he had that thing with his ex-wife. Or I don't know if it's still. I'm gonna say it's not his wife and his kids. Like all that whole debate, that whole debacle that he had, and that's been over the past couple of years. And, now that's kind of over with. It's kind of gone overhead. It's not dealt with no more. Even though he kind of still, I think he still has to kind of deal with it. The Sens have made him, feel like that's not a problem. Like the Toronto media, would get under his skin about it. They really would. They really would. There's another save by Murray. Calgary's getting one of these other defensive zone. Okay, well the Sens got it out, but Calgary's still on. There's still a lot of, I'd say, cover it up. Okay, they're not. All right. No, I love Chinese food, Walter. I love Chinese food. I'm just saying I smell it, and it smells great. It's making me hungry. It's making me want Chinese food. I love Chinese food. Oh, Batherson, this line with Anisimov. This line of the night right here. Stutzla, Anisimov, Batherson. The most offensive, chances I've seen all season. No, the Toronto media was really digging under Zaitsev's skin about his whole child thing. So it really hurt him, I think, as a player. But the Sens, helped him out. Like, yes, he still has to I think he still has to deal with it, but they've not been on him about it. And he's very happy with how how the organization has dealt with it as well. So, yeah. So that's good news there. I was actually talking to one of my teachers today because for class, my teacher sent me an article by Steve Simmons for the Toronto Sun about Wayne Simmons. What's his face? Steve Simmons is the same guy that wrote about William Nylander being an IKEA furniture box set without its pieces. So you could already know where this article is going to go. And one of my teachers said the Sun here in Toronto has the worst. They go with whatever they can. They're no matter what opinion they have, it's the worst opinion. And they use the wrong terminology, and they just go way too far with everything that they talk about, everything they write about. So, you could call, I was actually, when I was talking with my teacher, I was talking with another classmate of mine, and then we were just discussing about how, you could rip a player in your article, but you can't call him out by, that badly. Like, you could say Nylander's been playing poorly, but he called them so bad that an IKEA furniture piece set is missing pieces, which is really just wrong. Really just wrong. So, the Toronto media here is just another level. It's another level of... It's just heavy. It's a heavy media market. And I'm not comparing Ottawa having a big media market compared to Toronto. It's not even close. But with 8:13 left, the puck goes out of play here. And will the Calgary goalie switch happen? It looks like it might. But Brandstrom gets the goal to make it 4-1 from the neutral zone. The reason I like Carlson's curve is because it's actually Mike Fisher's. And Mike Fisher was a fantastic player in the NHL. And I can't agree with you more, Dalen. I cannot agree with you any more than that. Mike Fisher was fantastic. Let me get some water. I'm really quiet here talking about Zaitsev. But, so Toronto media put it heavy on Zaitsev about his personal life. And you know what? My teacher actually made a really good point. They're writing about these players when they're having a season that's completely different than any other. He gave a good example with Pascal Siakam and the Toronto Raptors and how people are ripping on him. He's not home. He's not in Toronto. He hasn't been able to socialize. And that's one major thing that we kind of connected. We're just as human beings, we are the new age, this life we live in now, hang on. In today's day and age, besides COVID, today's day and age, we are made to socialize. Humans are made to go out and meet people and have fun. none of these athletes can do that. Like, yeah, you can go play with your buddy, with your buddy at the outdoor rink. Yeah. None of the Sens can do that. I mean, not like they're going to anyways, but they can't do that. You know, you could see your friends. They cannot. So you're out here. So it's Artyom Zagadulin in that. It's his first career NHL game. So here we go. Riddick, his reaction. Displeased. There's a good reaction there. He banged his head against the door. Okay. Yeah. Walter put it in good terms there. In perfect terms. Bad journalism. So it's this goalie's first NHL game. This is a very close story compared to Edmonton in 2006 when Rolison went out with an injury, and in came UC Markkanen in the Stanley Cup Final. So I could see this being somewhat of another situation like this. Here's the Colin White, and he makes a save. I mean, I was expecting him to make a save, but that was a nice save there by Zaggy. I'm calling him Zaggy because I'm not calling him by his actual last name because it's like Zaggy Doolin or something like that. Yeah, David Riddick just had a tough night. Bad goals to score. And I'll tell you what, like even though Zaggy is not like, he's not an NHL backup. He's still, because Markstrom's out. But I will say this. I will say this. Not a good play there. Shot on. Murray makes the save. Branson, what's going on here? Oh my God. Like if they had Markstrom would have played tonight. But David Riddick had to come in. I would have played the backup anyways tonight. I'll be honest. My buddy just sent me a text. The Sens are the hottest team in the NHL right now. Kind of debatable, but over the past week they've been really good. So if you're talking about this past week, go ahead, debate away. There's been some teams you could even debate in that. Florida. Toronto's been all right. You know. Here's if Lucic scores again, man. I don't know what I'd do. I don't know what I'd do if Lucic scored again. So Zub's fighting here. I mean, the funny thing is, Calgary's had all this zone time. Because Ottawa can't... And there's another situation where Ottawa has trouble. I'm getting rid of this stick. I keep holding on to this stick. I'm going to get rid of it. Because we're done with the stick talk. Unless Dalen has any more questions about what stick he needs to get. Dalen, I will say this, though. I don't know what your preference is, but I tell you this. My preference was always the longer the stick. Oh, here it is. 2-on-1. Batherson. Oh, Stutzla. Saved by Zaggy. He should have passed over the Anisimov right through the legs. But I don't know what your preference is for how long you like your stick. But I'll tell you what, my favorite was longer stick, like Bobby Ryan. I was also a very well defensive player as well. Back check. I don't want to be too, gullible. Not gullible, but self-centered. But very good at back checking. Just a good defensive presence, and that's why I like the longer stick. I was able to poke pucks away and do all that. It made my life so. I would do this play, which I really like doing, and I know I got it off once. I know for sure I got it off once, but what I do is I'd curve my stick out in a certain way. Here comes the stick, where you know how you poke, right? You'd poke like this or like this. I would put my stick like this, basically on the ice. And depending on the Sens ice here, 5:01 remaining in the second, but depending on the handedness of the player, I'd determine if I'd do it or not. And what I'd do is I'd put my stick like this, and I would kind of swoop the puck away from them. Like I would go in like this, and I'd pull it back. And I know it happened one time, but that game I had the dullest skates, and I hadn't sharpened them in a while. And I remember I was doing crossovers to skate away. I stole the puck like I'm a thief. Like it was the cleanest takeaway I've ever seen. But But what's going on here? This is desperate hockey if I've ever seen it. Oh my God. We have 2 players without their sticks. Shabbat and Watson don't have their sticks. Shot on here. Murray with a fantastic save. Matt Murray with an absolutely stellar save. Now the Sens going to the box here. I don't know what's going on, but Matthew Tkachuk and Thomas Chabot kind of got in a little tussle there. Chabot lost his stick, and he's talking about it to the ref. But so I was skating away with it, like it was the cleanest steal I've ever seen, because I did it. And as I was doing my crossover to skate away, I could feel just my edge go away, and I fell. And my coach was like, "Go, go, go, go!" And as soon as he saw me fall, he was like, "Are you serious that just happened?" It's always great to watch players first. Yeah, go Zaggy. I mean, I want Ottawa to win, but he's looked all right. He's only had a couple of shots, but he's looked all right. The thing is with Ovi's curves, I can't do backhanders because of the the backhanders is a major thing. That's another thing too. I was kind of good at in front of the net, just backhanders. I was able to tuck around the goalies too. So there's and honestly, it's really just preference. Like if so. So, yeah, look what happened here. So, Tkachuk, is Shabbat going off for holding, or what's going on here? What did I say, holding? But hang on. Dadanov, get it. Again, this line, Dadanov's been, once again, kind of ghost tonight. Let me know what you guys think, but I think Dadanov has kind of been a ghost. But White and Paul have been all right, but this line's been meh. So there's 4 minutes left here in the second period, and here's Nick Paul. Oh, wow, good battle there by Anderson there. So, but here's Connor Brown. Oh, shot. Oh, Colin White just missed the rebound. But the Sens get it back in deep. Nice work. All right. And the Flames don't ice it. I thought they did ice it, but they didn't. All right. Very well. But here's Brady Tkachuk. Saw Norris, but Norris was not even close to being ready for it. And they get it back in. All right. 3:20 to go till the intermission. Once again, in the intermission, we'll have our stats and the scores and all that from around the league. We'll also talk about, I think, about Jeff Skinner a bit. With him being scratched tonight after 3 games without a point. And considering his salary and how he's been doing overall this year, you can see why. Batherson, Norris, you should have shot that, Josh. You should have shot that. Norris had a high slot. He had a shot here in the high slot, and he did not shoot it. Brady has fallen over. Shot on. Ooh, that just goes wide. Ottawa's getting a good cycle here. Zaitsev in front to Brady. Nope, Brady couldn't jam it home. In front to Anisimov. Oh, right through Anisimov's legs, but we're still good. Zaitsev to Batherson. Shoot. Oh, what you doing? You left that on the ice. That is true. Dalen, you should be listening to Walter there. That's a very true point. I'll give you that. Well, if your last stick hasn't worked for you, then you're like, okay, you have to change. But if the stick that you're using now is good, I'd say leave it. That's the problem with me. Like, I don't care what stick I had or what curve or whatever. I just picked whatever stick was the cheapest or on sale. I couldn't care. All right, Sen's doing good work in front of that. Oh, there's Buddy Robinson. Hey, hang on. That's a former Senator, Buddy Robinson. 141 remaining here in the second period. The Sens had some good pressure there, but the Flames, like I mentioned, listen, the next period is always a good period to come back and get some more shots in the Flames now. 15 to 23 in shots. I don't know what Shabbat's doing, man. Shabbat is out for a fight with the Kachucks. Don't know what's going on. All right, so 141 remaining in the period. That went offside. There, and the Calgary Flames go offside, so we're getting another stoppage of play here. So a minute and a half to go, and the Calgary Flames are just, I mean, they play better since their timeout, but again, they have to look, and they just have to. This Zaggy's been stick happy. He's very, very quick at using his stick to get the puck. Because that puck just came around in front of him, and then he just kind of. That was my interpretation of him. Pushing the puck away from the net. So he's very. Looks like he's. Oh, ref, get out of the way, ref. Oh no! Why? No! Why? Why? Okay, we're good. Looks like that's offside. Brady, you're offside. Why is Eric Gabranson playing with Mike Riley? There's Sean Monahan. They're going to show a photo? No, they're not. I would have liked to see a photo of Sean Monahan in the 67s uniform. The thing is, I didn't have a curve on my... What? There he is. There's Sean Monahan with the 67s. Oh, my God. Look at that. I was lucky enough that I had... Oh, okay. So I'm going to guess you still had a curve on your old stick, but you're just saying that as if it was a joke. Okay, I'm gonna take that as like that, okay, Dalen? Because I'm about to lose it. 15 seconds to go here in this period. I was about to lose it. If you're saying that you somehow scored with a flat curve. But this should do it here. As the Sens will go into the intermission to the third period, up 4-1 on the Calgary Flames here. Great stuff by Ottawa in the second period. Well, I mean, at the end of the second, they kind of died off, but heading into the third, they should get a nice little break here, and they should be all right. But it's been good work by the Sens so far. Yeah, and you know what, David? That's another thing too that I find. Like, listen, I had this stick. This is what I'm trying to remember. This is the Crosby curve, mate. Your stick was not flat. This is Crosby. I mean, it is kind of flat, but at least it has a curve to it. This I actually shot really well with. Funny enough, then I got my new one. I think it's Goudreau, the Warrior stick. I don't like it. I just don't like it. Right. It's every curve. I like this curve. I'll say that. So, whatever. So Second intermission, I've been surprised by Dalen. I'm going to guess you're joking. Is it delayed for me? Yes, because I am watching it I'm watching it off of a stream because I'm not in the regional time zone of Ottawa, or the regional viewing zone of Ottawa. Does it glitch every few seconds? No, it does not. 5-hole hockey, it does not. But it is delayed for me due to the fact that I'm streaming it from Sports Surge, simply because I'm out of the Ottawa area, so I can't get the game on TV on TSN. So that's why. But it's not glitching. But if it's delayed for you, I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. It's because me broadcasting this out to you guys, it is delayed automatically, technically. So what I'm saying is about 20 or 15 seconds, or even maybe a minute ahead of what you guys are seeing. I'm just letting you know. Like the old... Are you... Dalen, I'm asking you a question. Are you serious? Are you serious that it was flat, or are you joking? And you're just saying it was like basically almost flat, but it had a curve. I'm asking a serious question here. Was your blade this, or was it this? Okay, I'm being serious. I want to eat. You got to give me an honest answer, Dalen, because I'm gonna lose it if you played with a flat blade. The last time I played with a flat blade, I was 6 years old. Can I search Crosby's? I can. You know what? I might get sat down here because that's just CCM pulling some garbage on me, saying it's Crosby's blade, even though it probably isn't. So I might be wrong here. Honestly, as I said, I don't care about my curve, who's on my stick. Hang on. Images. That is true, actually. Now I see it. Pro stock and stock craw. I see it now. You're right. It is kind of flat. Okay, I've been sat down by Dalen. I've been sat down. Okay, I've been sat down. I will sit here, and I'm telling you this. It is flatter than usual. So you had the pro stock, because obviously you want to go play AAA, so that's fair. Me, I did not care. So, I see you now. I see you now, Dalen. It is kind of flatter. But there you go. All right, so second intermission, obviously, as you see down below me, 4-1. For those who are new, make sure to subscribe to the channel, as we got more Sens Watchalongs coming up. All right, intermission stats. Let's go. I gotta drink some water. All right. So, as I mentioned once again, 4-1. Goals in that period came a minute 41 in after Milan Lucic scored, assisted by Chris Tanev and Dylan Dubé. Then 3 minutes later, Connor Brown scored off an intercepted pass, one in, backhanded off the post and in. So that's his 5th of the year to make that 3-1. Then 3 minutes later, Eric Brandstrom scored by dumping it in on the net from the offside dot, and it went in. And that was the goal that kind of kicked Riddick out of the net, but they waited until the 10-minute mark, or it was even the 12-minute mark for that matter. Face-off wise, it's 17 face-offs won for the Flames, 16 for Ottawa. Again, no teams on the power play. These refs have been very loose, I think, with some of the calls. Or no, a better way to put it is they're letting them play. I think that is a way to say it. They're letting them play. There hasn't been much that you could say, oh, you know, this is a penalty, or this should be called, or this shouldn't be called. There hasn't been any of that. Actually, nothing's been called, so you can't say this should not have been called. But the shots in that period were both 10-10. So the shots in total are 23-15 for Ottawa. I see some more stick talk going on down below in the chat, so I'll get to that in just a moment while we get through some of these games. End of the second period, still Blackhawks, Blue Jackets, still tied 0-0 there. The Panthers Stars. The Stars are up 2-0 at the end of the second. Pavelski and Ben scored for the Stars. Nearing the end of the second, the Hurricanes and the Lightning are now tied 1-1. Mikhail Sergachev scoring for the Lightning there. On the Washington Capitals-Pittsburgh game, no goals have been scored yet. There's still 1 minute to go, though, in the period. The Bruins have tied the game up against the Islanders. That is Craig Smith scoring for the Bruins halfway through the period. The Devils and Sabres, they're 2-1. Goals coming from Bratt from the Devils 5 minutes in. Then 3 minutes later, Casey Middlestat scored the goal to take the lead. Just before the middle of the second period, the Nashville Predators are tied with the Red Wings 1-1. Mikael Granlund scored for the Predators near the end of the first period, which I did not mention. Who are they showing here? Who's that? Who was that former Sem? Was that... I don't know who that was. Anyways, nearing the end of the first period, though, the Montreal Canadiens are up 2-0 on the Winnipeg Jets. Dominique Ducharme's first game after taking over from Claude Julien, who was fired yesterday. Joel Armia has scored both goals 4 minutes apart. So there it is. So the Montreal Canadiens doing work against Winnipeg here early or at the end of their first period. And then coming up in over an hour's time, the Oilers will take on the Canucks. And as I mentioned in the first intermission, it'll be the undefeated Mike Smith versus Thatcher Demko. And as I mentioned, actually, as I did further research in last intermission, Vancouver has only won 2 games this month. In February, this is their last game in February. So it's not a good position where they are right now. A win tonight will give them obviously 3 wins in the month, but besides that, that's a bad month. A bad month for Vancouver. So there you go. And one postponed game tonight due to COVID is the Vegas Golden Knights versus the San Jose Sharks. All right, there we go there. Hang on. Got some messages coming in. Hang on. Is it my friend just sent me a video? Oh no. I'm still waiting for a video of the Sens skating off to Sens Sickos. For those who missed it in tonight's for those who weren't there at the start, you can go back at the start of the stream. I literally danced to the song, and I will play it if the Sens end up winning tonight. I'm being very honest. Scoring from the outside of the blue line is a certified Sens Sicko move. Oh my god. Really? Jesus. Oh my days. What? Oh my god. This is what is going on here? What is this? If y'all don't look at Twitter, Sens Twitter every night and do not get a laugh, it's just hilarious. Like, now people are tweeting about their People are tweeting about the Sens Battle for Canada video that came out tonight on Twitter as well. And someone said, putting aside the randomness of this thing, the Sens waiting until they're 6-14-1 to announce that the Battle of Canada is here might be a low-key sicko move. Oh my god. I'm sorry. This is our intermission. It's just me sitting here looking at Twitter, but like, oh, you don't get a laugh. Like there's some like last night I sat here looking at all the Sensicko memes, and even Tuesday night, it it's another level of just absolutely incredible. Who's this? They're interviewing the North Dakota mayor because they're talking about the North Dakota hockey team that has a bunch of senators. We had some things here for about the hockey stick. Go gentle with the curve. Don't go crazy curve. You're gonna be screwed with your. Yeah, that is true. My friend has the Warrior stick and CCM gloves. Is that a good? Dalen, it's all based on the person. Well, that's a former senator. Why? I forgot Brandon I don't forget his name, but I forgot he was a senator. But now he's a mayor of Grand Forks. Really? Wow. Good stuff. Dalen, again, it's all personal preference. It is all personal preference on what you like, what you don't like. I've had the same gloves for maybe 6 years now. I'll be honest. It doesn't matter what gloves you wear. Again, it's all for the feel and all that, but I don't really care. Same thing with a stick. Then Walter said, isn't it interesting to see a team look totally rejuvenated after their coach gets turf? Very interesting. In some cases, you could look at that by saying that was the same thing with Dave. I mean, I was actually talking to a lot of people today about the Sens and just hockey overall. But I was talking to some guys at school again about, we were just talking about, what were we talking about? Goalies or something like that, or like incredible runs by teams. So we were talking about that time. I'm like, Dave Cameron. So we were just talking about how, like, Dave Cameron had that run. It was a Hamburglar run, coached by Dave Cameron. After the Paul McLean firing, right? So there's a lot from that, right? Sometimes. And Walter, you pointed that out earlier, right? Didn't you? Was it you that? I'm looking at the chat here. Hang on. Walter was the one that pointed it out way earlier. The Habs lost their confidence. Yeah, see, exactly. So there's a bunch, there's so much stuff to do with it. And now if you really look at it, it kind of is like that. TTV Way says, I see you had this for a while. Listen, as soon as they announced it, a week later, I was on the store, bought it. It came a week later, and that was the story. So we were I'm very pleased with it. I have said a few things that could have been fixed by, I felt could have been done, but I'm very pleased with how this jersey looks. So, you told me though, TTV Ways, a couple of weeks ago that you were Murray, or who are you getting? Murray, I think, on the back, right? Matt Murray's doing decent. He's been, he's letting in some. The Lucic goal, he kind of should have had, I think, but overall, I think he's doing all right. My friend who's a Habs fan just told me, he texted me, he said, Sens Twitter producing the best memes at this moment. Sens sickos. You can't make it up. You cannot make it up. So you can get a name. You can get it name and number on the Adidas jerseys. Yes, you can. I'm a Sens sicko, but I'm also a Sens cheapo. I don't have I've said this before, I think, when I was talking about jerseys, but I don't have a. The only jersey I have that is numbered, and has stuff on it is a Eric Carlson jersey that I got for $50, almost a year after he got traded. I was at Winners. It was there. It was cheap, even though it should probably go for $25. I said I'm getting it. So that's the only hockey jersey I'm thinking, and I'm gonna it's the only Sens jersey I have that has a name and number on it. All my other Sens jerseys, no name, no number. So yeah, actually, when I get to go home in not next week but the week after, and we're gonna be doing these, I can have a chance to wear my Sens third jersey from 2007. Not the one that says Sens, the other one. Not the Heritage one either. The one they wore in the early 2000s. And I think I'm going to have to go get water and go to the bathroom just a second. So, when I go home in a couple of weeks, I should be able to wear that for a couple of watch-longs. I think I wore it for a Sens franchise mode episode once, but that was it. But we'll get to wear it for a game. And I honestly, when I got it, I went home. Oh, jeez. I did it to myself again. I did it again. No bathroom break. I'm an idiot. Anyways, but no, we'll get to wear it. And honestly, when I saw it, because I'm not gonna. The true story about the jersey, and I'll probably say it once we get to a game. When we get to that game where I wear it. I saw it on Facebook Marketplace, and I literally, because obviously I can't get it because I'm here in Toronto, and it was from Ottawa. I texted my sister. I said, "Can you get this for me? I'll give you the money." She's like, "All right." When she got it. So when I got home, when was it? When did it have to be then? It had to been Thanksgiving maybe. When I went home for Thanksgiving back in October, I saw it, and it's honestly one of the best jerseys. I'll be honest. Seeing it in person, it's one of the best uniforms ever. But here we go, third period time. Puck drop about to happen. TTV Waves is asking me how many minutes till the period starts. Right now. The puck just dropped. We're underway here in the third. So here we go. And we're underway here. Dadonov and Nick Paul have a 2-on-1. Nick Paul off the post. Nick Paul does a beautiful move around Zaggy, but just goes off the post. We saw a lot of things here come around. Can you get a name? I can't. Well, yeah, like I said the Sens cheapo. Murray on the back. I remember TTV Ways. Thanks, Walter. I like this jersey a lot. I actually, funny enough, I'll tell a story. A couple of weeks back, I have a buddy who I go to school. I have so many. I mention these guys as if there's one person. So we one night we have a big group chat full of everyone in our school, and he texts us up, and he's like, "I'm going. There's a rink at Ryerson University that is not regulated by the city of Toronto, because the city of Toronto has everything like down where it's like where you can't play. It's, because for anyone who was in Ottawa, any of these watchers or any of our viewers who are in Ottawa, they are not allowed to play up until the 16th or last week. You're not allowed to play hockey at the outdoor rinks. They still have that rule in Toronto, but the Ryerson rink is not regulated under the city, so we're able to play. And so I went with this jersey. I took 2 strides around the rink. I saw this guy wearing a Leaf sweater, and he straight up, he didn't say hello, hi, whatever, how you doing? No, you're on the other team. He told me straight up. He said you are on the other team, and I was like, I'm expecting that. So I play on the other team. Ottawa have the best hockey fans, lots of smart people in hockey. Yeah, Ottawa do, and there's icing here on Ottawa a minute and a half in. But I agree with that. Ottawa has maybe some of the best media. Oh my God, they have the shot of the LRT. Really? Is it gonna derail? Oh, that's it going downtown. I went through that tunnel. All right, thanks, David. I'm more informing the people who might not be from Ottawa who are watching this. Dalen, I don't know if you noticed, but the Darnell guy from earlier, he's in the UK. He comes to the streams. He comes to the streams from the UK. He joined the NHL franchise mode episode on Wednesday, and he was just like, I have no idea what this is. I have absolutely no clue what this is. I'm like, it's all good. I'm gonna go watch the game and stay in the. That's great, TTV Ways. That's awesome. Thanks so much. But enjoy the game. Wait, Dalen, the rinks in Ottawa are open now. I mean, some of them. I think, what is going on here? How is there not a penalty coming up here? I've said this about the refs earlier. They're letting them play. A lot of the lockdown's over in Ottawa. Yeah, so the rings are open. Yeah. So here come the Flames. It's a 3-on-3 now. It was a 3-on-4, but they went to go change. Yeah, so we went to go play at this rink, and no, I'm done that story. I forget what I was talking about. Brandstrom's lost his stick here. We'll get the fourth line's out here for Ottawa. I would like to mention. What in the world am I watching? High stick here for Calgary. Play stop 3 minutes in. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you're new. My friend just sent me that sends ad, and I'm just going to send him sicko move. Oh boy, not a good break out there for Ottawa. All right, come on. I'm not doing too good right now with my low water supply. I mean, chance here. Kachuk almost scored. This ain't low water supply, but I will say, I'd rather have the full cup. Batherson's stick just broke. Batherson, drop your stick. Your stick's broken. Yeah, get off the ice. Jesus, Stutzel almost had somewhat of a break. Stutzel still got it. What a pass over the... Oh, my God. What a fine for Josh Norris. What a fine to get Josh Norris there by Stutzel. I tell you what. I will say this. If Stutzel puts on a couple of pounds... or muscle, not pounds, because that you get fat. If he puts on a couple of, if he puts on some muscle in the off season coming up, he could dangle around anyone. He would get barely pushed over. I think the only people that could probably push him over is it would be like a Dustin Byfuglien, even though he doesn't play, but it would be a Byfuglien or a Lucic. Those are the only people. He'll get to a point where he can't get pushed over. Now Brady Kachuk's stick is lost. What? There's been so many sticks that have been lost tonight by just some type of, breakage or whatever. Gaudreau's shot, good save there by Murray. Sens have only had one shot this period so far. They've gone off the post, though. I will say that. So Paul Gustafsson in the middle there. Good find. Colin White. Colin White just scored. Colin White snuck it through. And it's past Leggy, or Zaggy, not Leggy. I thought his name I said Zaggy or whatever. I'm off my rocker tonight all of a sudden, and it's 5-1. It's 5-1 for Ottawa. The Sens Sickles are doing it again. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. You know what? If you saw my tone there before the puck went in the net, I thought Colin White just had the worst shot on net, and it was, but it went in the net. So, there you go. The Sens Sickos are at it again. Fantastic stuff here from Ottawa tonight. And it's 5-1. What's going on here now? The funny thing, too, this line, this Paul Dadonov and White line. Speaking of Dadonov, here he is with a steal. Dadonov field goal goes off of Nesterov's stick and out of play. I've said this, and I don't know if anyone agrees with me, let me know, but I felt this line over the past couple of games, it's been all right, but definitely people like Dadonov have been ghosts. Like Nick Paul, Colin White doing the job, right? But Dadonov has just been kind of, ever since that night against Toronto, he's kind of fallen flat just a bit. But again, it's the way we're going, I should not be ripping it that bad, seeing how tonight's game is going right now. So I'm not too worried about Dadonov, but I just felt like over the past couple of games I've watched, he's not been present offensive-wise. But I do like this line, I will say. When this line is rolling, it's rolling, I will say. Chance in front here. Murray with a great, fantastic save there. On Backlund, it looks like, I believe that is. By the end of this game, by the end of next week, I should know every single Flames player by number. I'll be honest. 5 games in the next, or 5 out of the next 6 games are against the Flames. Like, Jesus. Like, every Sens fan should have a test about the Calgary Flames after tonight's, or after next week. Watson wires it in. That goes over the net. I see Walter just sent something in there. I'll check it in just a second. Another time where the Sens are having trouble here. Chance here. Good block there. Although Watson is feeling now, he's skating a bit weird, but it looks like he's been all right. Walter says it will be interesting to see who Jimmy will work out with. Probably Brady. He might go. I mean, depending on how he might go home. But he'll definitely, I think this summer for sure, he'll have to do more weightlifting for sure. Weightlifting will be one thing for Jimmy for sure, but excuse me. But obviously his speed and his stick handling will be very nice. And Josh Norris with a nice steal there from the Connor Brown. It's sad how the 5th goal went in. TTV I'm just gonna call you TTV. I'll be honest. TTV. If you're watching the game, so I don't know if you saw my reaction, but my first reaction of it. No! Oh my! Who was that? Who just did that? Oh my God! Jesus! Get Shabbat and Zaitsev off the ice right now. That was the... I don't know who that was. Stutza between the legs. Okay. Nah, I lost the puck there. TTV, I don't know if you saw my reaction, but my initial reaction with my voice was just like, you kidding me? That's your shot 2 feet in front of the net. But whatever. Speaking of hot right now, as I talked about just a second ago, Drake Batherson. 5 goals in the last 6 games, I think, is now. Good stuff from him tonight. He got the opener. I might be thinking that might be an Isimov that did that. Show the replay. We're going to go to break here, but show that replay. Do not show the Colin White goal. Oh, it went off his dome. All right, they showed a save that went off his head. But yeah, no, it was a very clunky. It was a very clunky shot and a very clunky goal, I will say. I'm still trying to find. Oh boy, but it's been a great night overall for the Sens. I don't know how you guys are feeling about it, but I think overall this game's been all right. I mean, it is a great game for Ottawa. I should not be blaming them, or not. I should not be digging them here. But obviously, there's some things that could have been worked on or whatnot, or that definitely that could be changed a bit. But overall, good game, I will say, as of right now. Who's playing the worst in on the Sens right now? I mean, there's not. As of right now, I don't know. I mean, I look at that lineup. I don't even know. I mean, Pekka and Watson, they barely play. I can't really dock him. Tierney's got a point tonight, I think. Scoring wise, I don't even know. I would probably give it to Watson or Pekka, but that's because they're on the fourth line. But everyone else has been all right. But yeah, Calgary needs Markstrom. Yeah, but he's injured. It sucks. He would have played tonight. TTV. He would have played tonight for sure. Because they're coming off a back-to-back, but they because it's Zaggy's first NHL game, right? They don't want him to. I mean, actually, to be honest, tonight would have been a good night to throw him in for his first NHL game, like from the start. I don't know why they didn't put him in. Like, you're playing the worst team in the league. Like, you know how teams put in their backups? Okay, that is enough. That is enough. That he snowed the goalie. Jesus. Someone's got it. Like, well, Mangiapane, clearly, that was so on purpose, bro. So on purpose. Someone's got to go here. Matt Murray's talking to the ref. He's like, oh, you're right. Mangiapane just clearly snowed me. There's a pile of snow on my jersey. 11:18 to go here in the third. Like, you know how teams start putting their backups in? You know, as the year progresses and you're playing the worst teams. I mean, it's still early in the year, and Calgary does need a win. But I would have put Zaggy in. I would have put him in tonight to start. And I'm not speaking about like how Ottawa would have dominated the game, but your other goalie from last night, your Riddick from last night, played into overtime. He's probably gassed because he played fantastic as well. And you're playing the worst team in the division. Again, right, you're going to want to win because you've kind of been down bad over the past couple of games, but you're going to want to at least give Riddick a break. And then if it does go bad, put Riddick in. Call me Nathan. All right, perfect. Thanks. You know what? I'll try to remember that. And if not, let me know. There's one guy. Well, Alfie. Alfie is again from the UK as well, I think. But I forget his gamer. Oh, Austin Watson almost had a break. I forget what his I almost call him a gamer tag. That's Xbox. I forget what his original username was. But I called him by something completely different. And then he said, you should call me Alfie. I was like, okay. So I'll try to remember that, Nathan. But if it ever happens again, let me know. Because then I'll do some. I got to get the song ready here. So while we're in this commercial break, I'll do something here. Just hang on. Am I losing you guys? No, I'm not. I thought I'd be losing phrase. So some news for some people who might want to know this or not. Where's my profile? Coming up, please don't play with the audio. Oh, I'm muted anyways. Okay, doesn't matter. Coming up on Sunday at 12 lunchtime, we'll be doing an NHL Be a Pro live stream, where I'll be going from junior into the NHL, and we're going to be going for a while actually. So we'll be doing that for a bit. We'll be doing that. It's going to be longer than an hour, so you guys can come in, come out whenever you want. And so that's what we'll be doing on Sunday. And I did the test tonight before this game. It worked all right. I think it's at a point, I got to go back and review the footage, but the stream did not crash. The frame droppage it didn't look like it dropped any frames at all most of the time. So it was fine. Is Pekka related to Mike Pekka? I don't know. I think I've asked that question before, but I don't know. And Alfie is from Sweden. Dalen, you're thinking of Danny Offerson. There's another guy that comes watching my streams. His name's Alfie, not Danny Offerson. But he's from the UK. But I know how you can get mistaken there. So, yeah, Pekka related to Mike Pekka. I'll look that up. But we're back from break here. Less than 10 minutes to go now. Still 5-1 Ottawa. But yeah, funny enough, true story, Dalen. And I will say this: I have played pickup. Well, it's not really. Was it pickup hockey? It was a spring, league that I played in. A spring, league where. Oh, here's Brady Tkachuk, 2-on-1 with Connor Brown. Brady, good save. Oh, he couldn't hold on to the rebound, but he got it in the end. Zaggy with the save. I played in the spring hockey where we'd practice for an hour, and then we'd play a game for an hour. And one time, there was a few kids that would come from Canada. And one time I did play with Alfie's son. I think it was his oldest son, but I played with him. And we were joking with him all the time. We're like, oh, we would joke with him. We're like, are you Alfie? Is Alfie's son? He's like, no, I'm not. And then you clearly could tell it was. I think his oldest son, Hugo, I think. If I'm not mistaken, I might be wrong. But it was his oldest son that I played with. I think he's 2 years younger than me or something like that. So, that happened there. Another cool story about Alfie. Back when he first came to Ottawa, chance in front here for Calgary. Tkachuk, good save. Murray's been stellar tonight. Listen, Nathan was in here saying he's been all right. I think he's been stellar, Nathan. I think you should probably change your opinion on been okay. I think he's been fantastic, Murray, tonight. But, so, funny enough, when Alfie first came to Ottawa, he stayed at the same residential spot that my mom was working at, as a kind of a concierge, I guess, or just like at the front desk. And he brought BB over, his now wife. So, one time, he called down, asked my mom to help him, because I forget what the story truly is, or I forget what it was for, but my mom had to help Alfie sign his like taxes or his parking, or like he got a parking ticket or something like that. So my mom had to help him fill out the forms for it. So, and apparently one time, again, when Phillips was a rookie as well, the lady that was working with my mom was in a limousine with Chris Phillips for some reason. I don't know why. But wherever that place where my mom worked at, apparently the Sens, whenever they came in for like their first season, they all stayed there. Now it's different, right? Because there's houses everywhere in Ottawa now. The growth of Ottawa's just been so much over the past couple of years. So it's different now. They all go down, live by Westboro there. So that's where they're. Brandstrom throws down. That does nothing doing. There's 8:30 left in the period. So those are just some cool stories there for Alfie and Phillips there. That's offside. I was going to share another story, but I forget what. I forgot my story. Oh my god. Oh, that's what it was. Speaking of growth in Ottawa, I'm sharing every story about my family in the Sens here, apparently. back in the 90s, my uncle used to work for the Sens. Ottawa needs someone fast to win. They're getting the Zingle. The Zingle's coming. We can't forget the Zingle, right, Nathan? So, Ottawa's on a 3-on-2 here. It's the fourth line. Come on, score. Pekka. Shot. Oh, it's blocked. My uncle used to work for the Sens as kind of a ice crew maintenance type of guy back in the 90s. And he would come home with all this stuff and he'd give it to my dad and my parents and me and all that, you know. So he actually gave us this season ticket. He was a season ticket holder because with his job he got season tickets. And actually, you could find his name actually on this board that was their first season ticket holders at the now Canadian Tire Center when it was to play them. Chance here for Calgary. Matt Murray's way out of his net, but they still can't score. But Ottawa gets to the way. 7:30 left in the period. Ooh, Batherson just wired it off of Mike Riley's legs. So there's a thing on the second level for anyone when we get to go back to the CTC. There's a list of all these people that were season ticket holders in the first year that the Palladium was built. So you should probably check that out. Pretty cool. But anyways, so he was a season ticket holder, and he has the package. There's a package that now I own of the first year that it was the Palladium. So it was like all this full of pamphlets about the seating chart and everything that was the bars, the transit, how to get there, how to do it. Like it was like a how to. Like there's multiple pamphlets, the maps of how to get to the arena. I was reading one of them one night, and it said, because back when the stadium was built, like people look at it now like, oh, it's a terrible commute. It's in the middle of nowhere. In the 90s, it was the middle of nowhere. It was the Palladium Auto Park, not there. The Costco, not there. Extreme Trampoline, not there. Tanger Outlets, not there. Nothing. Literally nothing. So when you now say it's in the middle of it still is. But when you now say it, just think about what it was in the 90s. There was nothing around the stadium. And the funny thing is, as I read that pamphlet, they were expecting the city of Ottawa to have houses around that arena within 5 years. They were expecting to have houses all the way around the arena within 5 years. Or within a max 10 years. I'd give max 10. Within that time frame, they wanted houses, like a neighborhood around it's a chance to hear for Ottawa, actually. 6 minutes to go now in the third. They wanted like everything. They wanted they thought that Ottawa would grow out so much that downtown wouldn't be, like the suburbs would grow. It still ain't like that. Nearly 25 years later, it still ain't like that. It's actually funny when you think about it. So, oh, Nick Paul, what a move there. Wow. But, so, like, I was reading the and I read that. I was like, really? They didn't say they wanted houses in 5 years. They didn't say that. But the way that it was, the way I read it, you know what? When I go home in 2 weeks, I will bring it. I'll bring it to one of the live streams. Here, Mangiapane shot Murray with the save. I will bring it to the watchalongs, and I will read it because I'm serious. I remember it saying something around that, how the growth of Canada. What? Chance in front here. Colin White has 2, and it's 6-1. Colin White left wide open, and that's going to do it. That's going to put the game away right there. Colin White with 2 goals tonight. The Chinese food smell has gone even worse. Not worse. Stronger. That's a better word. Stronger. As this third period has gone on, and I am starting to be so hungry. Colin White was left all... Wow. That was worse defense than the New York Jets this year. I'm sorry if anyone's a Jets fan. I'm just putting that out there. But Colin White gets 2 tonight, 6-1. That's going to do it. Now I can say it. I can now... Oh, I don't want to say it just yet. But So yeah, no, so they were expecting the Palladium back then, because it was called that, to become a centerpiece of entertainment in Ottawa by 10 years down the road. 25 years later, the farthest houses go is up the hill on Terry Fox Drive. And as far south as Hazeldean, Christ, those, oh Jesus. No, I'm gonna bring it. What are we? Is there a good? Are we gonna have a good a watch long schedule when I'm home? Please tell me. I know the set. Oh, the Sens play Save there by Matt Murray. What's going on, Hunter King? How you doing? The Sens are up 6-1 with about 5 to go. I hope you're doing all good. But Colin White getting 2 tonight. So I can tell you this. The 7th, Ottawa plays Calgary at 9:30. They then play Edmonton the next night at 9. So the March 10th will be a game where I can do a live stream, or watch long, sorry. Don't tell me that's it. Wow. March 10th is the only watch long I could do, because I told you, anything 8:30 or above, or 9 or above, I'm not doing. No 9 o'clocks, no nothing. I'll do 8:30, no 9 o'clocks. So that's March 10th is the only game I'll do, and it's against Edmonton. Wow. There is one though on Sunday, March 14th against Toronto at 7. I should be back in Toronto for that one. But so, yeah. But I hope everyone's having a great night. I mean, we've been just chit-chat. We had a chit-chat about hockey stick. We've been chit-chatting about the Palladium. We've been chit-chatting about Jimmy Stu weight or muscle growth. What else? We were teaching Darnell how to learn about how hockey works, because he's from the UK. We had a whole bunch of night tonight. There's Nathan. Welcome back, Nathan. Yeah. So, yep, it's 6-1 now. It is 6-1. It's been a great night. Again, some things for Ottawa could be, it could have been fixed, or it could have been, could have been better. But again, you can't have a perfect game. I really have rarely seen a perfect game from Ottawa, or not just in hockey. I mean, there is perfect games in hockey where everything's just going your way, but when you go in and have a game plan, a perfect game's really good. It's my birthday, and the Sens are about to win the game. That's great, that's great, Dalen. It's great for your birthday. For my birthday, they didn't win. Who did they lose to that night? They lost to Winnipeg. There's a chance here over the net. So at least your birthday, Dalen, is better than was better than mine for the Sens. Sens wise, I still had a great birthday, but I hope that this is going to be a great birthday gift for you, as the Sens been cooking as of late. That's a cross check, and they're not going to call that. Anisimov had a chance. No, Batherson's up. Branson, go to Anisimov up high. Anisimov. You need to make friends with your neighbors. Get some. I don't know. I don't even know if it is Chinese. It just smells like it. My friends are now getting involved with the Sens sicko. Oh, geez, chance in front here. Shaw. Wow, what a save by Matt Murray. To be honest, tonight, #1 star. Been fantastic. The Sens sickos are going to do it again. The Sens sickos. The song will be played. I'm not talking. What a save, though, by Matt Murray right there. That was Matt Murray, #1 star. If he ain't your #1 star, I don't know who is. But the Sens will be going out here. 2:46 remaining. And it's, again, stellar game. Some kinks in there, but you can't really, if everything's going right your way, you can't really blame something that meant nothing. Whatever I just said there, that's offside. Whatever I just said there do not listen to whatever I just said, because that was gibberish. He just robbed the former 67. Wow. Sean Monahan. That was not really a good drop pass there by Brandstrom, but whatever. The Sens sickos. The song is coming up, by the way, after the game, for those who want to listen to it. Now, here's a nice question to ask. Are the Sens actually nice with it? For those who've seen that meme. The Sens are going for one more. Colin White gets a hat trick here. It's going to be jokes. It's funny, too. It's going to be the line where I said they've not been really all that great in the past 3 games. And then they're going to get a hat trick. Oh, my God. Oh, Zub messed up there. Held down Tkachuk there. Good job. 2 minutes to go. I think it's safe to say, I'm going to say it now, because I wanted to say it when it was 5-1, but I didn't. The Sens are up 5-1. We all know that's the most dangerous lead in hockey. So, how about that? I'll say this one last time until the end of the stream. If anyone's new to the stream, please subscribe to the channel. Oh, here's a chance here. Oh, Gabranson, though, with a good defensive stop. It's hard to say that, but it is. But he did. But if anyone's new to the stream, please subscribe, because we got more of these Sens watch-alongs coming up. For those who like soccer, we got Bayern Munich. We have a Sens career mode. I should actually mention that more. If anyone's not doing anything tomorrow at lunchtime, come around to my my NHL 21 franchise mode. It's the final episode, as we will be playing our final season with the Sens, hopefully winning the cup. And as I mentioned earlier, we brought back some old faces that people might remember if you've been watching it for a while. And we've also brought some names onto the team that people might recognize. 45 seconds to go here. The Flames and the Sens are actually tied in shots, 30-30. So I'll tell you what, that timeout really kind of helped the Flames. The Sens got a chance here over the Connor Brown. Connor Brown's shot was blocked. Sens going for 7. Shabbat shot saved by Zaggy. Well, they tried to set up Norris high in the slot there, but the Flames will get it down here, and that should do it. Yep. Nathan's already saying it, but that should do it. Good stuff there by Zaitsev. Clear it out. Oh, here's actually a chance. Brady's going for a goal. The game's over. That should do it. I mean, there's still 3 seconds left, but I'm saying it right here. And for all you Sens fans, it's a 6-1 win for Ottawa, and this one is for you boys.
You can cure our disease. Call the doctor, call an ambulance, but it's not with me. We're the sickos, we're despicable, and that's why we scream. Yes, yes. Monday night match, Gordon was back. Biggie Moto yelling out, Joey to trap. Dropping every time.
The Sens win 6-1. The Sens just won for me. There you go. And it's the sicko Sens once again. Matt Murray, stellar night. 2 goals from Colin White. Batherson scored once again. I am yelling. Sens sickos did it once again. Eric Branson also scored. Should mention that. Forgot about that. Ha 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 ha. Yes. Alright, that's enough of this. Actually, where's the Spartacat part? Yeah, here it is. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. Spartacat, let me hear you. Ha ha ha. Martin Havlat, let me hear you. Ha ha ha. Mark Method, let me hear you. Ha ha ha. If it ain't sicko talk, it's just blah blah. We're gonna get to the post-game stats in just a second here. So, all right, this is enough. We're done. We're done. For those who are wondering what that is the Sens Sicko anthem made by James Mellish. I actually tweeted it out saying it's the song of the year. Nothing will beat it, and he actually liked the tweet. So, how about that? Y'all are like, what is this guy? What is this guy doing right now? Every single one, you're like, this guy's an idiot. All right, so in that third period, 2 goals from Colin White. 2 goals. Nick Paul assisted one, and then Dadonov and Shabbat assisted the other. In the third period, Sens only had 8 shots. The Calgary Flames had 15, but the Sens still outshot them 31-30. We're going out playing that song as well. I'm going to say goodbye, and then we're going to play it as well. Yeah, look at that. Everyone fired up. Face-offs, though, Calgary 28-25. Hits, Ottawa got out-hit 27-23. I mean, when you're doing really well offensively, what's the point of hitting? I mean, that's again, stupid thing to say. It's dumb. And then, as I mentioned, the shots 31-30. Around the NHL as well, the Dallas Stars and Panthers are tied with 5 minutes to go. Barkov and Marchment have scored for the Panthers to tie the game. 5 minutes left in the third. The Lightning have taken a 2-1 lead. Yanni Gourde scored it early in the third. 2 minutes left in the third. The Capitals are up 3-2 in the third period. Oshie scored for the Capitals. Then right after, Tanev scored. 3 minutes later, Gensel. Good night, Alice. Thanks so much, Walter, for coming out. See you soon. Cheers. And then Tom Wilson scored 12 minutes in the period to take the lead. It's 7-2 now for the Islanders, and they're going to win. Wow. So it was tied. Then 5 goals from the Islanders. Beauvillier, Eberle, Pajot, Lee, and Wallstrom. And it's 7-2. That game should be over any time now. A minute left in the third. The Sabres and the Devils are tied 3-3. Miles Wood and Heischer, the new captain, scored for the Devils, with Sam Reinhart scoring for the Sabres to tie it up. The Detroit Red Wings are starting the third period, and they're up 2-1 or 2. It's now 2-2. Nashville just scored. I don't know who, but Nashville scored. But Sam Gagner scored in the second period for the Red Wings. I don't know who scored for the Predators. Figure that self out. No problem, Dalen. Dalen's loving it. The Habs and the Jets are tied. Kyle Connor scored in the second period, then Tatar, then Connor again, then Blake Wheeler. So that's tied, and they're about to enter the second intermission. And then starting in just half an hour time, the Oilers will take on the Canucks. And then the game that just finished as well, the Blackhawks beat the Blue Jackets 2-0 with Patrick Kane scoring and Carl Soderstrom as well. So there you have it. The Sens, 3 straight wins? 3 straight wins for the Sens, really? The standings won't be updated here, but that's now 7 wins for the seasons on the Sens. 15 points now for Ottawa. We have to see what happens with the Canucks, and if not, Ottawa's only 3 points back from the Vancouver Canucks as of right now. So big stuff there for Ottawa. Ottawa, 5 points back from Calgary. Think about that now. 5 points back from Calgary, who are 5th in the division. Ottawa's doing some work. All right, guys, that's going to do it for me. I'll be back tomorrow, as I mentioned, at noon time for the last episode of the Ottawa Senators franchise mode on NHL 21. We're just going to do the last episode going right through the entire year, and that's it. And that will be it. That will be done. But if anyone wants to come back for the Ottawa Senators Watchalongs, we'll be back here at 12:45 Eastern Time on Saturday as Game 2 against the Calgary Flames will happen. And for anyone who wants to be for Bayern Munich, for anyone who cares about the soccer, football, European football, whatever, Bayern Munich will play at 9:30. I'll be on at 9:15 on that same Saturday. So it's a big Saturday again for me, but I'll be here no matter what. So thank you guys so much for coming out, and we'll go out to the Sen Sicko theme song. So thank you guys so much for coming out, and I'll see you guys all tomorrow. I should mention, please subscribe and like the video as well. Anyways, guys, peace. Have a good night.